What you guys are doing? How had you cook? Manners are enough respect. Family, go ahead and mark yourself present by hitting the like button. How we're gonna talk about this P heist again. Because my bex, my bex still upset about this P heist because nowhere in the world you see nobody look on nobody and give them now 100% raise, 150, 200% raise, and all this kind of stuff. It is unconscionable. When you look at the poor peasant, no have nothing. Just did that the kids no have no. They run out of Nutri product money. You them want part program money to feed the poor and the less fortunate. We ran out of money last year. Now these guys are about to get retroactive pay. Soldiers are owed retro. Police have them in court to get the money. Good morning, family. Angie Wagwande. God bless you. So them old soldiers, the man who are defend the country. And the police, have them in a dirty water. And the teachers. Treat them like they are nobody. Even if the teachers right now and the police get 100% wage increase, they still are underpaid. Do you hear me? If Jamaica police, if Jamaica civil servant, public sector worker, any one of them, if them get 100% raise, they will be still under the ball. Because them take so long to give our people a raise in Jamaica. So by the time them get a little raise, inflation just eat that up. And them give them the little raise and think that they are doing something for them. But what that is now, what that come like when you give them a little raise now, it come like when you have a hot pot and you put water in it. It just dry up. Just dry up fast. Because inflation been waiting and the little pay raise what them get. Remember inflation there now just keep going up. So the little pay they will get from 19 all long. It now work out. So people move on to tell me today now, how do feel about this periods. And me have a piece of tape to play. I played for only yesterday. Some of you guys might hear it. Some might not. But through this must not be another 9-day wonder. We got to keep this in the news because we Jamaican people can't really afford to pay this, Can you afford to pay your servant them 100% to 300% raise? They are our servant. We are working so we can pay our taxes to pay them. Any of you who are working to pay tax, to pay them, because tax money I pay them. Are you getting 200% raise at your job? So why you as a taxpayer not getting 200 and 300% raise at your job should think that this is okay to give men already got big neck. Them already getting perks in office. Many of them have importation license. A lot of them have construction equipment like trucks and machinery. Some of which I'm getting to understand. It's alleged that some of them have them in the backside mines. Some of them have them on the road construction. Some of these people have the weed license, ship weed coming out of the country, who now have importation, sold importer of rice in the country. Some of them are do vegetable, me hear fertilizer, me hear chicken and chicken parts. Politicians are doing these things while they're in office. Politicians are indulging in major construction job while they're in an office. So everybody is gaming the office. Everybody out there they are indulging corruption because like Mr. Tufton did say, in pay alone can't suffice. So if your pay can't suffice, you have to do something on the side. So if you know your pay cannot suffice, why even become a politician? You already know the pay that you're going to get. Why not continue your job on the side and stay out there? All of these people have been telling you, they're not doing no work. How can there be a construction like Miss Onis, Andrew Onis' wife, major builder in Jamaica, out of a construction, the Andrew Onis' wife? What kind of time she find to serve her constituency? And when you talk, even the people who are not being served come out and tell it's a left hour. What kind of time Miss Onis can find to serve her constituency? The amount of stuff for me is that she are going without there. Me reading the paper, quote things are going and bang around. I'm going to find the article and read for you about Miss Onis and other people are call her bully. Because she in construction out there and all type of stuff. Where she find time to do that? And do the job that she was elected to do? And she get pay raise. Not only her, so many others. Mr. Tufton himself is the sole shareholder of rice importation. A business like that, you need your own compound, your warehouse, your trucks, your container, forklift, secretary, accountant, delivery, shipping, wharf. It's a big, other than them I do some mega stuff for them in the office where them find time to take care of your business. Me that's what I know. Why do these people find time to take care of your business? But you know what me here, Nestor Morgan said yesterday? Nestor Morgan said yesterday, my people, he said this raise is going to make politicians do better job. You know, like you perform first and due to your job performance, then you get a raise. No. They give these people, they make people that's crazy. I say nobody must get raised, you know. But they might raise a crazy raise. Eyebrow raising raise. You can see them raise from space station. I don't lie, they might raise so big. Me say the people at the space station can see, look at Jamaica and see them raise how it's so big. Nobody in the world. We believe the US, I say right now. When just did the US State Department give a human rights a big bad grade for Jamaica human rights. You don't think this is a human right violation? When other people are paid so measly and these guys who are so corrupt taking so much for themselves. You don't think the world is looking at Jamaica? Me say them not have no shame in a man. You don't think the world is looking at Jamaica? People think we alone and look at them and say, okay, I wish we could get a 300% raise. Can you imagine politicians all over the world, in the other Caribbean country, and look at Jamaica and say, boy, them thief, you know? They really are criminal politicians out there. People, me tell you right now, and that the world people, other people of the world is looking at Jamaican politicians right now. Me not in them room. They must say, them criminal, man. I wish we could get these type of raise. We must see these things, people. But Nestor Morgan told us yesterday that politician was what? So he might expect them to work harder. According to him, he must say them have a meeting with the Prime Minister. And basically not going to be the same no more. They must work harder. Remember them not work at all, you know. No water, no road, no garbage, no pick up. The hospital they look like garbage. The clinic they look like garbage. No equipment, MRI machine, no CT scan, call one regional hospital, can't done. The youth them in the part program now have the money, them run out of money and them cut them the program there by 50%. Feed them a politician of money. Unconscionable. So anyway, Nestor Morgan said that there is no more excuse for political corruption. I wanted to hear this, you know. I'm going to play the audio. Nestor Morgan said there should be no more excuse for political corruption after this raise. You see what them do? Them to make you perform first good. Stop being a thief. Be a good politician, then you might get a raise. Do some work first, then you might get a raise. No, we give them the mega raise. And look at the type of raise they get. It does not a little bit. Double, triple. And expect them to do better by working harder and stop being corrupt. So at this point, Nestor, is this a point where the Prime Minister declared asset? It's this point where every politician sign the code of conduct. Because that's what they tell you in the tape I'm about to play. You are telling us that this will give politicians, I don't know what, come to Jesus moment, to work harder, to stop stealing, and work harder. People, that the man said, we're going to play the tape. Because things don't make sense. You don't get paid. And then we expect you to produce. You have to produce first. Then you get incentives for your hard work. How these people are getting incentivized? For what? Nothing. Look at the country. Not even garbage they are picking up. Not even garbage they are picking up in the country. But these guys think they must.
Which one of the opposition are you referring to? Because I was in Parliament yesterday. But before I answer, which one of the opposition are you referring to? Because I was in Parliament yesterday and the opposition spokesperson on finance said that he's fine with the increases. And then today, another opposition from the same party said that they're not fine with it. So I'm trying to understand which one. So the opposition spokesperson on finance.
And speaking to the release that the People's National Party.
But you said opposition first, Mr. Hall.
Yes.
You never said PNP. So there is an opposition and a PNP.
You act stupid, dude.
No, no.
Green tea.
I'm asking to respond to the release from the People's National Party.
Nothing matter.
It's the same argument that we have to ask.
Before we go further, people, let me tell the people of the world, this is not the best and the brightest among us. The government of Jamaica need to find somebody better to be this oldest spot, to be information minister. Not to disrespect this young man. Maybe there's another place in government for him. But this job is doing poorly and make Jamaica look bad. Him so like a dunce. Him so like a dunce. There are other politicians out there. There's somebody out there can do it better than him. Just listen to the man talk. This man is the information minister. He's not delivering it precise. He's not doing like a... Me have smart Jamaicans out there. Don't stop give us these people. When this man attack the world, I look upon him. It's like the press, you know, when the White House have the press this and that. You know, you send the best and the brightest out there. Go meet the press. You don't send some man or so like a dunce. I'm not disrespecting this man. But I just some feel and by me I listen and I say I handle this stuff in them. I come out and I green teeth. When you don't take no green teeth. You ask him man some question when you understand what the man I say like a schoolyard, high school, play around. This type of job is serious. This man sound dunce. I make Jamaica look bad. They got to be. Me not ask no question. Me not ask no question. There are brighter Jamaicans out there. Look here. Look here. The other day me hear Raymond Price by Andre Stevens. Me know so Raymond Price at PNP. But listen to that. Simple example. I mean hear Raymond Price, you know. My young man too, you know. I mean by Andre Stevens, you know. And as tough as Andre Stevens is, you know, because you know, so you can Andre put everybody in the hot seat sometime and beat some of them even worse than some. I swear to God. But Raymond Price hold him on. And if we can go for Andre Stevens' program with all the fire and everything, we had that shot to the hot tar, the hot water, the coal that Andre Stevens have built up on their foot bottom, and Raymond Price hold him on. Intelligently. The man bright. So, man like Raymond Price and others, they are there. Even at the Liberal Party. They gotta be there. This brother is not fit. He just call like they just throw him at this position and he find himself at the spot and don't know what to do. So I tell you, Nesta, me not say the man don't, you know, but him have the talent and the gift to answer questions and they fly. Bye. It's not, people. It's not. He's not ready. Check out Raymond and Andre Stevens. A simple example, just giving a simple example. Me not come up foreign and tell about no reporter. And we are talk about the best and the brightest come before us. We must know them. This is our country. We want the best and the brightest. Whether they're the Liberal Party or the PNP. If you're going to represent the country, we want the best and the brightest. Me not say him dunce people. But maybe him have a different way of explaining things than others. You have to be sharp on your feet. You can't come up there and build up a green tea argument and go round the man like You understand what the man say because you know have no comeback. You have built up the head while you play stupid. You have built up the answer in the head because you have the answer. You have to be bow. And me look on this brother as a him already yet. He's a young man, maybe later on he develop some skills, but it seems as if this position when them put this brother in, they just force him in it. Tell me the truth, people in the comment section. Let's be truthful to me. I mean, him sound like the best and the brightest we have. Is this the best and the brightest we have in Jamaica? Or there's a fixed position, everybody get a spot. They're gonna put you here, so stay there. And no matter you do bad, and I'm not that man, you're good. And if that's what Carlos is saying, we need the best and the brightest in these spots. This brother, I'm going to play him video. I want to listen.
We know.
May I play from top?
But before I answer though, which one of the opposition are you referring to?
Is this the brightest?
Because I was in Parliament yesterday and the opposition spokesperson on finance said that he's fine with the increases.
Listen.
And then today, another opposition from the same party said that they're not fine with him. So I'm trying to understand which one. So the opposition.
The brother can't even pronounce the word. Them good. Said that. To women. We need somebody brighter, man. Listen to the man talk, man. Like seriously, no different for me. You just saying. I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. Because you're in a spot like that. Just listen to the man talk, people. And listen to the argument too, you know. I'm not really comfortable listening, man. The delivery, the poor delivery, you know. And the substance of the thing. I'm going to listen to him say in the end about the politician.
But before I answer though, which one of the opposition are you referring to? Because I was in Parliament yesterday and the opposition spokesperson on finance said that he's fine with the increases. And then today, another opposition from the same party said that they're not fine with him. So I'm trying to understand which one. So the opposition spokesperson on finance.
And speaking to the release that the People's National Party.
But you said opposition first, Mr. Hall.
Yes.
You never said PNP.
Pick the thing.
So there is an opposition at PNP.
Pick the thing that. Full thing.
I'm asking to respond to the release from the People's National Party this morning.
It's the same argument that we have to ask. We know that a large number of opposition MPs lobbied the Ministry of Finance for an increase. We know that as a fact. So when the press release said that they never had any discussions, that is actually not really true. And there's a reason why Julian Robinson said what he said yesterday. Because there was significant feelings among the opposition benches that they needed an increase, and there was anticipation as to what the increase is and when the increase would come into play. So the issue with the opposition deciding which is their real position is something that they're going to have to make a decision on. I cannot comment on that from this platform. What I will say though, Arthur, is that we as members of parliament, and I'm not speaking as Minister of Information, we know that this has happened, have an almost mandatory obligation to demonstrate to the people of Jamaica that this increase that has been given to us means something for them. It means, and I want you to allow me, I don't know if your hand is getting tired.
You're already at youth.
I'm going to answer the second question. It means that MPs have to, if they were doing 100% before, they now have to go to 150%.
You have to go do.
It means that ministers have to step up their game if they weren't stepping it up. And Prime Minister had a conversation with us because I think he recognizes as well the position that we have been placed, not by our own actions, but by the public sector transformation process has essentially placed us in this position where I'm here this morning trying to justify to you something that none of us really even knew. I never knew this was going to happen, and the level at which it was. I'm sure most of us didn't even know that how this would manifest itself.
Why must have another son
very clear to us yesterday that they
why not know?
Trying to justify to you something that none of us really even knew. I never knew this was going to happen, and the level at which it was. I'm sure most of us didn't even know that how the information process has essentially placed us in this position where I'm here this morning trying to justify to you something that none of us really even knew. I never knew this was going to happen, and the level at which it was. I'm sure most of us didn't even know that how this would manifest itself. Prime Minister was very clear to us yesterday that the dynamics of our engagement as ministers and MPs has changed.
Listen.
The Minister of Finance yesterday spoke about that this is not an increase for the present, it's an increase for the future.
For the future, you hear that?
Lee Kuan Yew, when he was...
Hungry people at Jamaica need pay now. The nurses, teachers, they need it now. Correctional worker officer, they need it now. Air traffic controller, NHT worker, water commission worker, immigration worker, they need the money now. Waste management, RGD, they need the money now. Them no want for the future. Them said this race is a race for the future. The teacher, them want the money for the present. Them have present problem now. Them lighter turn off now. Them want the food now. Them want bills to pay now. Them pick their gas school now. Them hungry now. Them not talk about no future race for the future. They want future payment now. And people must I tell you, them get raised since 2022, since last year. So they will be getting retroactive. They will be getting retroactive pay. So imagine, we are worried about the amount of raise that the Prime Minister going to get this year alone. They have landscape outside. We are worried about how much money, like about $16 million raise the Prime Minister will get this year. Wrong. You have to add up the raise from last year plus this year, because the retro from last year, people. I cheer, you know. Raise in 3 years. Pay raise, big pay hike in 3 years. 3 years with a pay hike. 3 years with a pay hike. Back to back, consecutive years. You can't make this thing up. Must I tell you that the US president pay is top for the last raise them get? It was top for 30 years, people. It was 30 years prior to the last pay. It was set at 200,000. Now it's 400,000. As a president in America, 400,000 is really no money. In comparison to what I make at Jamaica, a dollar is a dollar, right? So U.S. president that get 400,000 right now. Before that, 30 years before that, it was stuck at 200,000 for 30 years. They might get 4 now. And since the inception of America, well, that presidency, 5-time presidents get raised. 5-time presidents get raised. The president don't get raised every time the teacher get raised. The president don't get raised every time the police get raised. But me hear Nestor Morgan speaking. Me hear a bit longer speech from me listen to. And he's talking like, well, if everybody get a pay raise, them get a pay raise, are you telling us that we must not get a pay raise too? That's what Nestor Morgan is saying. This get pay raise, that get pay raise, they even compare themselves to doctor. A doctor not getting no pay like them. Them said doctor get 100% raise. That's what I was telling you at the beginning of the video. Even if I give these people in the public sector 100% raise, they are still behind the ball. They still cannot catch up with cost of living and inflation. They are still behind the ball. So we could continue to listen to this man and hear what he's saying, because
Singapore said
this guy also invoked Singapore. And the only thing he invoked out of Singapore is that they pay a politician good, so them don't have to thief. But what him no remember is that in Singapore, them deal with politicians who thief. You see, it was part of the Singapore stuff because them hear the UIC I use it. They made the UIC sing Singapore every day. No, I'm not lie me I tell. Andrew always copy a lot of UIC stuff. I'm not lie me I tell people. I'm going to tell you the truth. Copy a lot of the UIC stuff. You see the UIC president going to garden in a farm. Then you see Andrew always going in backyard. I show you a nice tomato and all this stuff. And UIC president will follow. They hear about Singapore. Talking about the change the constitution. Me say the UIC, they will follow people. Me not lie, me not go around you. Talking about the Singapore model. Who you hear talk about that every day? The UIC president. You have to give it that to them. You have to give that to them. You can't be biased. So now, here this man I use what UIC is speaking about, but he's not using it the right way. He must use it in the form that what spells enrichment of politician. He's not using it in the form of what build the country by them prosecute crooked politician. We hear that from UIC. You go to the top, you cut off the snake head. That's how you get rid of the corruption down the bottom. But listen, all this brother is going to use the Singaporean model in the wrong way.
The transformation process has essentially placed us in this position where I'm here this morning trying to justify to you something that none of us really even knew. I never knew this was going to happen and the level at which it was. I'm sure most of us didn't even know that how this would manifest itself. Prime Minister was very clear to us yesterday that the dynamics of our engagement as ministers and MPs has changed.
How?
The Minister of Finance yesterday spoke about that this is not an increase for the present, it's an increase for the future.
Teacher hungry now?
Lee Kuan Yew, when he was running Singapore, said that he's going to pay his government people well so that they have zero excuse to either not do their jobs or to be corrupt. And I think...
Stop right there, sir. You hear the man say? And the Singaporean model them a follow. Pay a politician well, so them not have no excuse for not doing their job or being corrupt. So at this point, is Andrew Honest going to declare his asset? All of these guys going to sign a code of conduct? Are we going to start seeing politicians get prosecution for corruption? People, things must make sense. Are we going to start seeing politicians get prosecuted for corruption? That's all we ask. Because he might tell you the reason for this, people. So, imagine, when you get this a double, triple raise here, mega raise. When you still a hustle on your office, when you have businesses, when you have equipment, when you have truck from the road, taking contract, when you have giving yourself contract, something like what Andrew Honest used to do when he was at the Ministry of Education. When you have given yourself contract, Andrew Honest's wife, she a big builder at Jamaica, I see some cuss in the paper which she has somebody in a court, and them say she a bully. I'm gonna read it for you guys in another video. Because I pay a banger rank, she in an office. What time is Honest and others find for do the people in business? Jamaica we are underserved. Corruption to the core. Jamaican politician will not stop being corrupt because there's nothing to stop it. Jamaican politician will not stop being corrupt because there's nothing to stop it. We the bloggers, I highlight the stuff and I show the people them. But the people them still tomorrow morning, they will go vote for them. No matter how corrupt them see them. Them now come voice for themselves. So as long as politicians see so the people them are lead, the people them should have set the rule. People we should have put them to work. Jamaicans only voting politicians. We don't put them to work. We don't demand nothing good of them. They can come do whatever or nothing at all. We don't demand nothing of politicians. We do not put them to work. Give me some flour and some chicken back and everything. Done, boss. You're a good boss. You vote for doing nothing. You know, sitting back for 4 and 5 years. PNP do it, Labour do it from me boy till now. What the same example me see set today. Come election time, I take money for my vote and I turn my back and gone. Go and buy a stick of weed and go and buy some rum and boom and say I can buy some chicken back and flour outside. Yeah, money boss, I go to money boss. Go on down there, money boss, down there, we get a thing too. Yeah? That's the kind of Jamaica we grew up in, and them constantly feed us with this negative and dumb down, dunce kind of try to elevate the people and show better. So make we listen to this nonsense with this brother spew because I talk about the Singapore model, but they only look at it and the part where politicians get paid. There's a part of the Singapore model, a bigger part of it. What Singapore did to get there. They chastised crooked politician Nestor Morgan. That's what you're talking about Singapore model. And also, you're talking about politicians, you pay them first, so they don't have to. So hold on, what Singapore did first? Did they pay the politician well first? Or they punish them first? So people is pay and expect performance.
We, as
hold on, we can finish this.
Spoke about that this is not an increase for the present, it's an increase for the future. Lee Kuan Yew, when he was running Singapore, said that he's going to pay his government people well so that they have zero excuse to either not do their jobs or to be corrupt. And I think we as government, opposition, executive, the excuse of not being paid well is off the table.
You hear that? All right.
What needs to happen now, and the Prime Minister was very clear about it, is that MPs and ministers, and I think on both sides of the aisle, now have an ultimate responsibility to demonstrate to the people of Jamaica, even more than they were doing before, that we're working for them.
Minister.
Second question.
People.
To your first question. Sure. But
people, you get that?
which one?
So now we're going to expect to see super work. We expect to see better from the politicians in Jamaica. We expect to see no corruption. We expect to see Singapore model. You know, Jamaica. See if I have another piece of the UIC style and I deliver it good. Me not lie. Me not lie. A piece of UIC sitting on a teeth there. So me not lie. Copycat. Constitution. See a UIC first come out there and I push it like fire. Nothing gonna do a UIC. But anyway, people, take me think about this race. You know, somebody want to call in though. If I have one or two, I'll tell me what to think about this. That things must make sense, people. I don't want to hear somebody on the feel about this race. What your thought? What your thought on this race? What you feel about it, people? What you feel about this mega pay heist? This is not a race to me. This is a pay heist, my people. It's hijacking our money. We as the taxpayers, I know me, I don't know about you, if I can afford to pay your worker 100, 200, 300% raise. Can you pay a help at home? That type of raise. Can you pay a janitor? That type of raise. Can you pay anybody who's working for you at your business? That type of raise. Talk truth. So are we, the taxpayer, must stay here and make that type of payment to these guys who are not doing the work. They're not showing no better. Jamaica's falling off the abyss. Garbage everywhere. People now get paid. Every day people are protest. And you guys want to reward it for bad behavior, bad performance, with an expectation of doing good after you get paid? This don't make no sense to me. They want us to believe. Call the people. So we pin the number. Let me hear what I say. What if hears from somebody? So they want to believe. Say these guys gonna work hard and stop thief. Because there's no need to thief now because they don't get this massive pay. So are we gonna see Andrew Ones declare his asset now? Are they gonna sign the code of conduct? Are we gonna see politicians going to jail? I said in a video yesterday. I would say yes. If all of this thing is gonna happen. If politicians are gonna go stop operate business while they're in an office, and just do your own business, put them head down. You can't have no construction business while you sit in the office, like Miss Ones and all them people there. Tough time, the rice business and all that. Ganja importation business, chicken parts business, fertilizer business, vegetable business, and God know what else them are important in the country while them sit down in an office. May I tell people, them cannot do our business. That's why they are robbing company time. You get fired at your job for that. Stealing company time. Not even a union can help you sometimes. That's called stealing company time. You'll get fired at any job for that. Companies take that serious. In this case, they are stealing our time, taxpayers' time, by enriching themselves while they clock in to work for us. While we vote for them to go in office, all of a sudden them have all these different licenses. Them start open up these different business while they're in the office. Them have to separate themselves from the business. So therefore, them position in the office, them influence all this stuff is making the business flourish. Then get all the fish head, just like Andrew Oles did, was diverting all the jobs to his business that he was connected to and a part of while he was the Minister of Education. So everybody go in the office, does a shovel money, in a scrape. That's why you find Jamaican politicians, a lot of them are lawyers, doctors, businessmen, And you say to yourself, why these businessmen would I want to go in something where they can make more money out there in salary? Because it's more than that. If you can be a doctor, a lawyer, or a businessman, and you can go into politics and you get all these perks, plus you get importation license, plus you can buy some big trucks and pump water, get contract from the government, equipment on the government road a bill, you just send all the government contract, just like what Andrew Owen said I do at the Ministry of Education. Imagine if everybody had do that. Why not? It's profitable for everyone. None of these guys would have sit in office if they were to be honest. None of them. They would never want anything to be with politics in Jamaica. If all these guys know said all them do is cop, there's no to steal no more. You're going to jail. If they know they were going to jail for stealing, a lot of people would never go into politics on the PAP side and on the labor rights side. Many of them enter politics in Jamaica because of corruption. Many of them enter politics in Jamaica because of corruption. And corruption fuel these people. And nobody want to go in politics in Jamaica. They know say boy, they going to collect the little check. And they can't get the thief. No. You're going to office, getting a little check, monthly check from the government is not big enough for these people. Mr. Tufton said it. Mr. Tufton said out of mouth, same salary alone can't cut it. Then Mr. Tufton, why you not going to find some other means of survival, occupation? Why, if you know say you're not making the money there, sir? So show you say, while them in there, them know say, from jump, them not going to get X amount in there. But them know say, like Mr. Tufton, rice importation business, him say him hand it over to his son. I think at 2021. Him said hand it over to his son now in 2021 because they were talking about him hands so deep in a personal business and the hospital they look like a garbage. So now Tufton handed over the sole shareholder of rice importation to his son. Just like them say the politician's son there, when him for his son are shipping weed in Jamaica. Is this politician's son doing it or the politician doing it? And just put them son name up there so they don't get no burn by the public. So them in the office people and them are deep in their own business. What time do they have to do your business? If you hire me, come to your yard, come do some work. And when I sit down in your yard, I'm on my computer phone and I operate some side hustle when I have. How am I going to work for you? Are you going to pay me if you come at your job, just come sit down every day? I answer business call and I send and I receive email and I find out when my shipment there and who they the warehouse now, this and that, and when the driver then want to the trailer, they broke down now, and how much more container me need? Me ask you now, if you hire me to do some work at your yard, at your business, we come there every day, we clock in, knowing that we're going to get that pay. Nobody can stop it. And I'm not the only one who's doing it. Other people, everybody have them on their business. If you're the sole input, sole shareholder of rice importation in Jamaica, that's huge. The country now, they're not doing no work. People are trying to explain this thing to you in a layman term. You hire me, come to your job, to come your shop, come sell your supermarket, your farm, to come farm up land. And every day me come in, me clock in, me get on my computer. Me send email and answer email. Want to be my business, my big old importation business. That's a big business, people. Warehouse, beef freeze, was ship chicken and vegetable. Big old property compound, warehouse and beef freeze, forklift, container, trucks, delivery. That's the type of business they are in our office operating. Mega business, Miss Honest. You're in a court right now with people. Because you know this thing, corruption to the eye. So where these people find time to conduct our business? Don't be short-sighted and think that only the JLP doing it. Do not get that wrong. What the PNP in India do? You think the JLP just come up with something like this span one? And why don't you hear the PNP them say, stop doing that in the office, that's corruption. Have you ever heard one PNP telling the labor right them say they might conduct business in an office that is wrong? Me just ask a question because maybe somebody said, I'm not here. But I not hear that, people. Me not hear one PNP a shout out corruption for Tufton and all them man there. And all of them, man, not even alone. Everybody have them business out there, man. So let just some of them have construction, every equipment in the backside, mining them, man. That's why they want to dig up the country in the backside, you know. So if every man that's in the office and do these things, people they're not doing your work. So that's why they hear people call and want me to run them off their phone. That's why they run and want me to run people off their phone. It's not no time for you. Run off their phone like a you bother him. Him out there take care of own personal business. Where you bother him for? That's why so many of these politicians deal with people bad. They don't want to hear about your sad story. Think about what we said today. All of them people. Do you see that up here? Canada, England, America. Do you see that up here? Do you see that up here? Can a politician sit down in the office up here and have him hand full in their own business when you come in every day? Or you see these politicians work tirelessly to make America better, Canada better, England better. Tell the truth. Whether Republican or Democrat, man, tell the goddamn truth, man. Every day you see them go on the hill with them porch, they look a bag. I work, them come for work at them a place here. They get stuff done. Whether them are oppose or them are propose, them come for work. People tell the truth of Canada and they want to live. Don't want to see the politician of Canada a personal business, what them in an office, and them give every moment of the day to the people, to the country. That's how you build a country, that's how your country better. Jamaica will never get better the way it is. Pure hustling. No politician in Jamaica will go to prison because the system set it like that. Corruption will continue to flow like a river because Jamaica system is like that. Nobody know how they feel like a politician. Who are going to lock them up? Who are going to lock up the politician them? Who are going to arrest them? Who are going to say anything to them? Who is going to challenge them? Look at Roy Reid sitting down on the side. And when Roy Reid did what he did to us, Roy Reid still getting pension. Listen to me. A man, the allegation on Roy Reid is that he robbed from the government. He was at the Ministry of Education, just like the same place where Andrew Honest was working when Andrew Honest was giving himself all this contract and all these millions of dollars stuff. Right? Roy Reid was working there. The case is in court, not trashed out yet. Roy Reid have fight the government, give Roy Reid so much leverage. Roy Reid even take it to the Privy Council in England. He fight out to England, and England kick it back to Jamaica. And even though they kick it back to Jamaica, we can't see nothing going on with Roy Reid case. But guess what the government do with Roy Reid? Roy Reid got pension while the case is pending in court for stealing money from the same government who gave you settle your pension. Make that sink in, people who never remember. Roy Reid pension was settled while Roy Reid case are going on. Roy Reid getting pension right now. Tell me if that makes sense. Roy Reid and live off a pension right now, and the case not even trash out yet. People, me not a liar, me not none of that people, but it don't look right to me. People say Roy Reid get him raise, get him pension package. That should you should. So what if they find you guilty? What if the case? What gonna happen? Them take it from you? What happened in Jamaica? I want to understand what to Roy Reid, you know, in getting pension package while the case pending. All of that should be freeze, you know. And sir, if you're innocent, we give a retro. Anything that them held for you, you get that back. Any money them hold up, you get that back. We pay you back, sir. Right? And also for Roy Reid. The case not done yet. But Roy Reid gets settlement. He get money from the same system who is alleged to stole from, who have him in court. Make that make sense? I will sit down when I say that, you know. When blogger come talk, some people rush them and say, where. Come on over see man and politics. And we put our own politician to make them rob with PNP and labor rights. Imagine that. Let me tell you a similar case like Roy Reid's, where the person who hurt us, we have to pay them back. SSL boss. The SSL boss. SSC have to pay SSL boss lawyer fee. Somewhere along the line, they find something, some right and give this man. This man found this company SSL. Over 9,000 account holder. Money from the government. NIS money, agriculture money, NHT money. All this type of money in the tens of millions of dollars. Usain Bolt and 9,000 account holders. Still money is in limbo. Hold up. And while the money hold up in the limbo, the man got caught. Somewhere the judge find. Somewhere. For make we the people again. Paying this man lawyer fee. No man say, what to the people their money? You are paying lawyer fee for what? So I mean, how you wrong him? Tell me how you wrong this man. Drag him in a court and ask him, how did you wrong this man that we end up having to pay this man lawyer fee? The same people them who are whipping their money, because somebody out of the 9,000 account holder, so your money is going to pay his lawyer fee because you're paying taxes. So after you get robbed of your money because you're among the 9,000 people, your tax money still going to give this man lawyer them pay. On top of that, he owe us the whole country money, national NIS money, health money, NHT money, banana catastrophe fund money, agriculture money. In the tens of millions of dollars is owed to us with the 9,000 people, Usain Bolt and everybody else. But we find a way to compensate this man lawyer, pay him lawyer, compensate this man by paying his lawyer fee. Me not understand what is going on. Me really don't. Me not understand what's going on. And if you understand, you tell Carlos. You tell me what's going on, people. So, in Jamaica, it's always, they don't care for the people. They just look around you. Give themselves pay raise and I look at the same Jamaica people and say, we have needs, just with needs. Cashless money. Just the needs and the cashless money. Jaja. You see, all I have to say, I'm going to say that as often as possible. There's nothing in Andrew Owners to salvage. He's unsalvageable. He need to go. How much more crime in the office? How much more nonsense in the office? And how much more? When I say no, that's bad behavior in the office. How much more bad behavior in the office? We as people are we the people do it, They have appetite for corruption. Do you think if these people have got Andrew Otis are foreigners, so you think we're in the office? We elect the people who we have, who we get. You think these people are Canada, England, America would elect Andrew Otis? You think that people, the man is highly corrupt. He's highly corrupt. We're not talking about us hearsay. There's some stuff that you do while in office, in an office there. We're not talking about some stuff you do years ago. We're not talking about while you're in an office like the skulldugger at the Ministry of Education. I don't know why they don't prosecute you. I don't know why Jamaica can't find a way to prosecute you for that. On top of it, you cannot declare your asset. You give yourself big raise. Cannot sign a code of conduct. You give us no. You dedicate nothing to us that you are not committed to be clean and honest in Jamaica. That's how I look at that. I wonder if the youth them grow and the youth them look on that and say, boy, bro got a big chopper. That's not a good look. It's not good for the country. We believe in our image, The image of the country must look good. We can't have a prime minister who's tainted like this. Plus, this is a big reason. The world is talking. This will go down in the history. The world is talking. The world will look at Jamaica and say, wow, I wish I could do that. Huh? The world is looking at Andrew Otis and I say, all the other politicians them, America, Canada, England. I said, wow, that's criminal. Yeah. Are the people going to allow that? Yes. As long as you Jamaica people allow that, they might push the border. Oh, not see nothing yet. Because a week. I don't know if it's something giving out food. Make we want to hurt each other and not focus on the things that is really holding back ourselves. We don't know what happened. We don't know what happened, people. We're not loving each other no more, so we don't have time to sit down and reason about certain things. And while these guys play, we're hungry. We're hungry, family. So, therefore, we keep telling in that video, say, Andrew Otis is unsalvageable. It's like when you have a car will crash and you can't get no parts off it. You have to just walk well left it, nothing no save, everything mash up. I say, but you could take out the two, you see them? Boy, I'm not telling you, all the seat, them mash up, brother. We are talking about all the chunk, we can't get a chunk off it. One thing chunk on the back. Brother, I'm say everything right off the car and mash up, man. Andrew Otis is that man. He's unsalvageable. There is no building anything in a Jamaica with Andrew Otis. Him show him hand. Many times. How many more times? So with this crazy, unconscionable raise and the thing we might do. Now show him asset and from Ministry of Education, they all called dog over there. All the history him have. You trust him with the new constitution? Do you trust him with wireless money and needs? This man have no conscience. He don't care about we. We say no care about we. So whatever my plan for we no good. Anything Andrew come for we no good. What have Andrew Otis ever done for any Jamaican boy? Someone come and talk about the best, good up boss. What Andrew do for Jamaica? Oh, it's been road, Portia Simpson that come from PNP DS planning. And they do nothing for us for free. As a building damn road after years, we have to pay tax and road license. Police are take ticket with so much. We still have to pay a toll on the one road. Look how much years we want one road. And the one look time we get to one road, them not do nothing for free, man. Me tell you all the time. What have Andrew Otis do for the Jamaica? Every time he go up on the podium, and some hell go broke loose now. New laws, new rule, tighten up, foot pan neck, radam. Nothing for make the youth them say, you know what, John, no. Thank you, bro, God. Politicians don't put nothing in it with them now look something back. They now put nothing with them now, put them truck, go out there, go hustle. They might get contract for do the work and they might put some politician and do stuff. It'll make somebody else get rich. They don't do nothing for us like that, people. I think when these people come to work, me don't love to have a politician on my page, Because I have some serious questions to ask them. And one of the questions I like to ask them, give me a summary of a politician daily activity. When a politician clock in and come and work at the time, what a politician do at Jamaica? What they do? No, like seriously, me not like to know Jamaican politician when them come to work or if they come to work. Because it like say me don't know what I go on in Jamaica. It like man cannot sleep in a bed and not come and work. If you can't stay in the office and house their office, you don't have to come and work. It's an unruly job. It has been an unruly job because they say, and a labor right alone do it. If you can afford to hustle your job while they're there, you don't have to come and work today. You can come in late, you can leave early. It's an unruly job. Talk truth. Listen, this is one question I have in me burn. When a politician in Jamaica come in at the parliament at the time, what them do? For the 8 hours, let's call it 8 hours. What do they do? People gonna see you guys is not on their mind. That's why you don't see them come back in their constituency. If they were working for you, they would come back in their constituency, walking around and looking at your problems. They don't. They don't have to come back until they need to use you again. And in order to use you, they just rub look about our puss mouth. That's it. And the problem grows to your kids then. Because mama and daddy near out. The hospital, MRI machine, CT scan, burn unit. Near out the road. School, job improvement run here. Near out the water pipe, them if a run come a long time. I tell you about black jump for the next 5 years. We should have a peer pipeline and dig up in a Jamaica and plant underground for the next 5 years. Yeah? And we have the youth, them come to grandma and grandpa and name out and I beg the man something. And we come to the same thing too. Take out $5,000 for vote. And we take money for the situation, you know. We take money for put ourselves in a hole. We get paid to bring ourselves where we are. We get good pay for it. We say no get paid to bring Jamaica to its knees. The citizens of Jamaica must be blamed also. We get paid for this. We take pay for this. We are worthless. We are worthless and we have no ambition. And one day I'll do a video and cuss ourselves out. Because we need to take responsibility too. We worthless and we have no ambition and we have no shame. We're low class too. Low class as hell. Now people have to look in the mirror and look at the problem. We're not ashamed and we're low class. Gullible, love we got, fool, love take con, tie out a bush like goat till the next 4 or 5 years. Promise, suck up promise, I will drink promise like coconut water. We are idiot too. We fool. We sell out ourselves, we buy the destruction by getting money. We people have to rise up. Like we said in many videos, nobody now coming on. When we start doing videos like this, you think I look a cuss out we get from people. Because people did not understand bloggers. They didn't understand us. So it's man like we'll know some come out here beat some dirty police. I'm come out here and start looking at the camera and start beat Andrew Honest. We not call him no name or anything. But I talk like I talk now. People never expect that in Jamaica. Because expect is a boss. Oh, and the man that is talking, oh my God, I know the man not good, but why am I talking about the Prime Minister for? Why am I talking so? Because we expect the politicians are gods. And for years we've been looking at them through one lens only. Your boss. Your boss. We go to them with our personal problems. Your boss will find out, say, boy, you know what I'm saying, boy. You know, some pot water the youth them drink out of bed last night, boss. And my daughter passed to high school, she not no fear for high school. Boss, you want to find out, say, the landlord, that 3 month rent me owe, and the landlord said, I come back next week, so they come throw me out and the youth them in a boss. Nothing now go on in a boss, you know, you can't do something for me, boss. If I have some flour and some flush out, me want, can buy an idea, boss, so you have to run sitting for me, you know. That's how we approach politicians when we see them. PNP, and labor right for me, boy. Till today. Yo, boss, run something for me, you know. You want to find out, say, some source of food we eat, God, we look at you, they eat God bed last night, you know, boss, and you want to find out, say, John know nothing in the house, not even sugar did there, boss, and, you know, you want to find out, say, I'll make a youth a pass the guys school, boss. I told them about guys school for me, you know, boss, and the mama all gone left them, you know. You can do run sitting for me, boss. You can do a little thing for me, boss. We'd appreciate you, you know, if I was some flour and flush out in the day, you know, boss. Because nothing now, God long, you know. That's how we do it, people. We don't approach politicians with a mind for the community. And politicians know, look at this selfish fool. All he wants is some flush out. I got his change for him. I got pocket change. So they are expecting every community them go. They make sure them stop at a place where there's a bar. Some place will sell alcohol. People, I'm just telling the truth. In the history I've seen politicians, they don't stop nowhere when they sell rum. I don't know why. You can't figure that out. But politicians don't stop nowhere when I have no bar. Trust me. And they stop, then they go down a back room. And people are come with the same problem. A line of man are come with the same problem. Personal problem. So when these politicians, a lot of them know the trick. Them know what they want. Yeah? Pocket change. Yeah, get some small change. This a man who want to drink a rum, boss. Can't take a drink a rum, boss. Some don't want nothing, they don't want. Yo, buy me a beer now, boss. Yo, boss, yo, run off flask, if I buy boss, I take care right. Run off flask, run off flask, say, boss. Yeah, man, give them a flask. Give them a flask. People not telling how Jamaican work on politicians, you know. And I lie, you know. Yo, boss, run off flask, if I no boss. Yo, I want who that, my boss, what, boss? Yo, give me a beer there, man. My boss, hold on, so give me a beer, yeah, man. Give me a beer, yeah, man. Because Jamaica still so, you know. Some man thinks they're more than other man. Some man will wait until the boss show them some attention, but some man come in and think them, yo, I'm a boss that. Yo, give me a beer, yeah, man. I'm a big boss that, man. Give me a beer, yeah, man. Most Jamaicans don't want nothing more than personal stuff around the politician. So politicians know that we are divided. We don't come in that one group and meet the politician and say, sir, we are here from this committee. We are here to talk to you about the road, the community center, the hospital, and this is what we want. You have people with a notepad, put politicians on their feet to the fire, and hold them accountable. We don't do that. We don't have no groups in Jamaica where just go in the room and meet them. Sir, we are here from the so-and-so committee, blah, blah, blah. And we are here to talk to you about what you're going to do for the water around here, blah, blah. You have a notepad, you have a question every politician, and you dig them. No, people don't work like that in Jamaica. So politicians know. They know that, so they can play on any day, anytime. They know that. So you believe the next politician come and they learn that, like look at Nesta Morgan and come and they look at young one that will get voting the other day. You don't think so they will learn that? They know exactly how to play us. PNP work it just like that. Labour right work it just like that. PNP supporters take con every day and we get con every day. Labour right supporters take con and get con every day. So when they look at Jamaica, who is to be blamed here? What do we want? You don't put politicians to work. What work you put them for? Do you see the group coming there from this committee and that committee and say, boss, the school have ratbacks there at the school and it have pit toilet. We need flush toilet at the school. We need water. How far is this water pipe, boss? Because the water pipe dug up under the road and planted on the road for the last 2 years, like in a JC Hutchison constituency. You have millions of dollars worth of water pipe under the road. No water in it. JC Hutchison constituency. From Middle Quarters go up to Newmarket. Millions of dollars water pipe under the road. Is that the first this happened? It happened under Neville Lewis also. Millions of pipe and millions of dollars worth of water pipe under the road. No water not there. You want bet, you know, have a group of people. I go to JC Hutchison office because say, sir, we are this group from Middle Quarters or this way, blah, blah, blah. We are here to find out what is the progress with this water pipe, this water coming to us. Nobody will do that. When they see JC Hutchison and they still have water upon their head, piece of them head to peel out because the old bucket rub it so hard. Yo, Mr. Hutchison, what going, boss? I beg them, I go beg them personal stuff. Politicians know we are divided and scattered. Them know nobody no come together and ask them about the pipe. He man sit on the whole time and not one man ask him about the water. Every man want personal stuff. Boss. I find out say boy, my house are leaking, boss. We can get a few sheets of zinc because John know some holes me up on my house. Me and build a little thing over the capture land there, boss. I just 2 sheets of zinc and 2 bags of cement me want, boss. I mean, we can do for me. I mean, they appreciate it, boss. Yeah, man, I mean, the youth, them, yeah, man, I really go carry the old lady, them, to vote for you, man. I we did. Yeah, man, and I mean, Devon car, man, I mean, they carry the big people, them, man, I will carry them come vote, boss, and carry them back, you know. I mean, you remember me, boss? Yeah, man, so, I get 2 pieces of zinc, boss, and some cement, you know, me, I be able to think about capture land, you see it. I mean, I love that, you know, boss. Boss, all my youth, them got bed hungry last night, you know, and John know anything you can do for me, you know, boss. Me appreciate you, you know, boss. Just run anything for me, boss. Anything me take you, boss. Anything. Man, go up on them knee, boss. Like a little servant. Talking to your servant and don't even goddamn know it. That have to change. Boss, run something. You call the servant, boss, you know, boss. With the face, look a little way like a sorry, pitiful face. When I him should I make sure you have employment and things better for you and your family. You go to him. Can I know, so you know, tell him to go to work. Boss, you can do a thing for me, boss. Me and me youth, them, man. John know, boss, and if I have some flush out, and some floor, and some flush out now there, boss. Me appreciate you, boss. PNP and labor right. That's what it run. Tell me for life, I tell the people. You tell me from Jamaica you grew up. I just see where you go. The man, like, they're afraid of the politician, them. Yo, boss. I have some man in there. Yo, labor right. Come out here, sir. Come out here. Yo, no, that man labor right. Now let him stay standing. Let him, it's okay. Let him stay. He's a friend of mine. Let him stay. Boss, I want to talk about man about me labor right. I never talk about man. You don't know me I do this, blah, blah. People have man around politicians chase other people away. Like when dog and them food, dog bite off other dog who try to intervene in them plate. People, how will you think of that after? Me used to run politicians, we got politician yard, you know. As a young youth. Me got politician yard. Me and my brethren them. What we got there for? Money. We don't want nothing. The same, like me say, if I was in Jamaica, I probably take the same thing too. That's why I say when I travel, it changed my mind so much. That me say, wow, me got a politician yard before me and my brethren them. It go defend money. Come here, run us and I push up fist for you and yeah, for you, boy. Money we want. Find politician yard Sunday morning. We were accepted. What the hell we are doing a politician yard? If you're a politician, no regular man can't come here, man. Wait till we come at the office. You can't come here with my woman and my wife and my picnic them live. We got a politician here, and we're brethren them. The money. Yes, in Jamaica. So, back in the days, we never have wagwan now. Walk to them youth, we have everything now. Wagwan family. Family alive. You're live. Turn off the TV in the back. Turn it off. It give me a bad reaction. Turn the TV off. Get to the point. Turn the TV off, sir. Hello? Yes, sir. I joke avec. Good morning. Wagwan family.
Yes, morning. I was just sitting here thinking about something. I think about a lot of things.
Yes.
Okay? And unlike you guys, I don't get a chance to come and have a live here with the audience and share your thoughts and so on. But I think it would be selfish of me not to share my views on certain things. It might be helpful to some people. It might be like a kind of warning. Get people to think differently about what's going on. And essentially, what I'm looking at here, you see, is that both the JLP and the PNP, those people at the head of this thing, these organizations, they they are playing a game. You see? They are playing a game on the Jamaican people, and the Jamaican people can't figure out the game.
Mm.
All know. After all of these years, they can't figure it out, they don't know what's going on, and so forth.
Mm.
And at the end of the day, it's all about maintaining power for them. Everybody's supposed to know that by now.
Mm.
Now, this pay hike thing that's going on and so forth, everybody is just up in arms about and all of these things and so. You have to understand that there's something going on. There's something coming at Jamaica. Right? There's something coming at Jamaica. And the people in power are looking to secure themselves. Everybody else will be left out there to suffer.
Mm.
Everybody else is so while we are here fighting for the JLP and these are the lower echelons, these are the parts.
Mm-hmm.
But the people at the top, the Mark Holding, all of the politicians, Andrew and all these, the cut and everybody and support. These people know what is coming. It's probably something they have to do. They have been forced to do it, and they are securing themselves. Now, if they pay a man too much money, like Mark Holding, what talk about him right now. Some people don't want you to call Mark name and all these things. You know, these people just low level.
No man. Mark, we both fire for Mark up on this page, man. Fire burn for everybody on this page, brother.
If you pay a man not to be so hard on you, not to be so hard on you, not to be a real, forceful opposition and support. You pay him so much money. What I mean, you really expect him to represent the interests of people. I'm saying, I'm going to be a strong opposition for the interests of the Jamaican people who are suffering.
Mm.
If you give the man what is what? It's going to be what now? 22, 25 million, somewhere around 22 million.
Mm.
He's the opposition, he's going to get $22 million. The Prime Minister is going to get 25 million as of 2023.
Yeah.
Now, will you be inclined to want to, make up a bag of knives and support? I mean, you already have a job. When you want to put yourself in the government to pressure yourself and face all of the things, you're just being paid here to just sit down there and appear to oppose. And just let me do my job. Let me implement my job. In other words, what Andrew is doing, you see, he knows that he has no chance at all. The people need to understand that. It doesn't make sense to come and everybody and burn Andrew and say, it's wicked and that. We know that now. Right? The point is, this guy is basically getting ready to listen. I have to implement something before I go. I am securing myself, now give myself the most amount of money possible they can extract out of this thing. Clear the opposition as well. They have a clue as to what's going on and what's coming. And they are securing themselves. So, what I'm trying to say is that we have to be smart and calm. We have to look beyond what is really going on. We can't just every day upon Andrew and upon I will not really see the figure. We know that the man is wicked. We know that they don't care about Jamaican people. They like to every day and support. What we have to do is prepare ourselves. We have to prepare ourselves and not get caught at the last part of this thing.
Mm-hmm.
This is beyond GLP and PLP right now. This is something, some people call it New World Order or, whatever. This is something going on.
But Nestor Morgan said this pay raise is a Singaporean model that I take it from, where you pay a politician good enough so they don't have the excuse to underperform or be corrupt in office. So this will stop corruption or lower corruption. That's Nestor Morgan said in Parliament,
No, that is bullshit. Let me tell you why. Because if you look at the Integrity Commission situation that's going on, right? They put out a code of conduct.
They didn't sign it.
And there's something they asked both the PNP and GLP side to sign this thing saying that they're not going to be corrupt in office.
Six of them. Mark Golding signed it. Mark Golding signed the code of conduct. He did sign it. It did declare it asset. 6 of them in the PNP signed the code of conduct. Nobody in the JLP signed the code of conduct the last time that report. Not one in the JLP committed to us.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. So you see that game thing. So it's not they tell you what you want with they talk, and tell you things that we kind of just the car. But they know what they're doing in the background. The code of conduct, some people compare and say, well, it's not binding, it don't mean anything. It is something that the Integrity Commission has to do. It's part of their job description.
It's an ethical form. But it's not a farm. The thing about it, me don't cut your brother, but the thing about it is the code of conduct. If you don't sign it, they cannot be prosecuted. They can't find a charge against you because it's a document which you should do because to show you ethically sound. You understand me? That's why Tufton. That's why Bunting. That's why Bunting, the PNP, come out boldly and things him can tell you say him not sign it. The only thing him have to do, him not have nothing to do with the Integrity Commission unless it's legal. You hear that word them use? Because that farm is not a legal farm. It have everything to do with integrity, ethics, right? But him say him not have nothing to do with the Integrity Commission unless it have to be legal. So that's why Bunting no want to sign it because they not got jail if they not sign it. So they not care. They don't have disciplinary office, man. Never come out.
That's what I'm saying. So it's when you look at the Integrity Commission, basically, gave some responses about it. What is the purpose of this thing? It's a 7-point initiative, about being, exercising ethics in public office. So you know, go teeth, get involved in nepotism and a whole bunch of them.
It's a commitment you have make. This is a commitment you have make say, to us that you're not gonna do nothing wrong. You're gonna just be a decent person and do a job. That's all. And it's nothing wrong with that. They need to. If you work at McDonald's, you have to sign it, brother.
It's a simple thing to sign. But guess what? Nobody on the JLC side has signed that.
No one.
And right now, I think it's 11 people now on the PNP side has signed it.
Oh, 11
right?
now. 11 now. Hold on there. You say 11 on the PNP sign it now?
Yeah, man. They got 11 now on the board.
That's good. Mark Golden was saying he might have them, he might go push them to sign it. So, okay.
But there's a problem, There's still a problem. Let me tell you what's going on. There's still a problem. Because what I'm seeing, you see, a lot of people might think that this might be something far-fetched or unbelievable. But there is, that there's still a possibility that Andrew or the GLP can win the general election. You know that?
Yes, man, it's an election. They put on the party opponent. You're sure? You're right.
You know, all of that things Andrew doing, all of that witness and support, that there's a strong possibility that he may still win.
No.
Right? Let me tell you why he may still win. Right now, the PNP is still wobbling. It's still, the house divided and support. Because imagine your leader find this thing and say, listen, all right, I'm okay with it. A 7-point plan and 7-point initiative, I have a commitment that you won't, be involved in anything corrupt. I will sign it. So he signed it. And this was put out since last year. I think last year, November. And all know, you tell me, the leader signs and nobody else below the leader say, okay, let me just follow this example and sign this thing. A lot of people in here have not signed it. Everybody can go and just Google Integrity Commission Code of Conduct, and you're going to see a page that comes up, and you're going to see the list of people who have signed it, and the PNP side, the GLP side. You're going to see some correspondence between the Integrity Commission and the Gleaner and JIS. People asking about what this thing is about and so on. This is a one page. You just Google Integrity Commission Code of Conduct. You're going to see.
Nobody. Listen to that.
A couple of people here who have not signed it. People talk about him and Crawford and Lisa Hanna. They have not signed anything. So why I'm saying that we understand that JLP was signed, right? Then everybody was in the JLP. Then corrupt. I will see that they're not signing that. But why is it that it's taking so long for the PNP politicians?
And them supposed to be different.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. So I'm saying people are going to look at this thing and say, well, I don't know, the PNP already. Look at what Mark Golding do as opposition and Julian Robinson. This massive, almost criminal pay hike.
Yeah, man, criminal, right? Vulgar.
And the guy did not come out and say, before I had that time, I even warn us, what the government is trying to do. Because when you're not opposition, you're real opposition, you're not supposed to think it until you see the government do something and then you say, oh, you never know, and you just reacting to that foolishness.
That's right.
You're going to have spies on both sides, and everybody have things that are leak out and things was part of the year, or something like that. Okay? You come out and you want the people like this, you say the watchman who see the day and don't want the people, blood is on his shoulder.
That's right.
You can't just say, okay, I'm this good guy, and I don't know anything, And I'm just here, I'm just here and I'm just responding to what the city government is doing, and I can't do anything about it. That is foolishness. You see? That is foolishness. So what I'm saying here is that the division and the foolishness that's going on over on the PNP side is going to open a window, whether a lot of people believe it or not. The last time there was a low voter turnout, 37% of people come out to vote, and what did Andrew do? By the vote. That's all? That's it. Now that's it, Darwin.
Look here.
The situation has not improved, Carl. It has not improved.
I yesterday I think about this,
It has not improved. One second. It has not improved, right? We don't see no change from the last time to the PNP United and the new and different and so forth. A beer, chaos and casket are going team with. They have not rejected the criminal plea high. They have not rejected it. All them say that, it's wrong and they need to look after the civil servant and properly bring them back to the bargaining table, but they don't reject it.
No, they don't.
It's not even symbolic. As Mark Golden come out and say, listen, you have other members of the PNP want it. I don't want it. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yes, but come on. But hold on, man. Hold on. So when we hear people say, boy, come here, people in the comment section, all the time say, boy, Mark Golden have money, man. He don't want them money, man. Man. All right, he have money. So he's a chance now. Give that money to somebody. You don't want it. Spread it out to the teachers, them, and bless them. You don't want it. Stand for something. Why don't believe that doctors and lawyers and businessmen want to be in politics in Jamaica? I think because of them pretty looks. Why don't know?
They're not smart, man. I mentioned before, they just took all these talking points and a program the Jamaicans they who not think far and think deep about what's going on. And you rightfully say, but after got them to go into politics. But businessman and lecturer and all this, but them to go into politics. Oh, them say, oh, man, going to have the money every day. But you know what, man, who have money always want? More money. A man who already has the money. Well, what Mark has the money already, a man who has money always wants more money.
Yeah, come on, man. Look at Donald Trump, look at Warren Buffett, look at Elon Musk, look at Jeff Bezos, look at all of them. Them stop work because they're rich now. Come on,
exactly.
Man. People them man don't have to work for the rest of them life.
And stop making people program on your head. You have a lot of agents out there, Carlos. You have a lot of agents out there, and their job behind the scenes is to program the heads that the masses.
Oh yes,
so So just like when you have like in the full-time politics, you know, in the whole Jamaica, they need to understand this game. There's something coming at you. I can't spend the whole day and talk about it. But you are going to get caught with your pants down, flat-footed, if you don't understand what they are doing. In the whole time, you know, the 70s and 80s and support, then you start enforcers, then send you out, they call them area leader and support with guns and support and force people to choose a side, JLP, PLP, make sure you go for vote and support, or then bring violence to you. Right? The politicians support that. You know what happened in the age now? They put out these bloggers. Right? And their job now is to program your head. Talking points.
Oh yes.
Influence you to think a certain way. Oh, this one good, this one wicked, this one good, this one wicked, this one good. You understand what I'm trying to say?
Yes, man. You have
to be aware. I'm not saying you are that because your thing looks balanced. What I'm trying to say to you is that you have to be aware that it is for all, government, different countries and support. They put out the paid agents coming online, making comments and support.
Oh.
Or some of them even go and use back.
Hold on. Talking about that, my brother. Yesterday I was watching the news. The news was saying this election cycle 2024 in the United States is going to be misinformation tsunami with AI. AI is
right?
up. They said, no way of misinformation, people.
Exactly. So no, I'm telling you, you've seen it, Jamaican.
So hold on, my brother. So you know wrong when they say Andrew Otis can win again, because me not put on the passing. Because you know what? There's no way nobody are gonna kick you around so and beat you up so and want you to support them unless they have something for you. Maybe I'm gonna raise the money we give them from vote from $5,000 to $10,000. Cause I'm a whole lot of money. So much money I give away. So you think I go back in their constituency and give them people look $5,000 when they look for the vote, pay raise and I get. So me feel that this man have something, or it might have somebody to interfere with the election to come up with some advertisement, this AI stuff. Me don't know, but something in a something.
No, let me tell you what I said before. A lot of people can't believe, but let me tell you, there is a strong possibility that the DLP can win again. And as I said before, the situation hasn't improved from the last point, the last election, whereby you have this vote, and it was trending down, but no, it's trending down. Whole lot of turnout, people dissatisfied with both GFP and PNP. Right? Whole low vote, but yet still they managed to win 21%. How? Them saying by it out. Now we know that the man now going to play this time to come down from big back to Jamaica, going to think, business. It is a case that really, if they spend money before, what can I say about this? He must make sure the whole place beat.
Yeah, but listen, brother, Andrew will do anything to win. Not put nothing passing. Anything.
Anything no by vote. He know. Listen, Paulo, the man knows that he cannot just, in other words, the wickedness that he's doing right now. Only I think that we know, say, boy, listen, this man can't. He knows they can't win. This guy, in other words, they reveal the case now, everybody knows that the big man, not the devil, and so forth. But yet still, guess what? This is based on what them do, how them deal with the arm. This is the reason why nobody now come out, come protest. Nobody that chat around, and that's the reason nobody now company will come protest, because the man is basically practicing divide and conquer science. The man, if he come out, say the man peer the leadership of the different aspects of government. The police head, the commissioner, the principals, get whapping PNP.
Oh, yeah. Me do that video already. So everybody up top it's called divide and conquer. So the little teacher where come down and come protest pan road. Them already pay the bigger ranks them in the education system. So no continue to do that to no probably get discipline. Now police see away. The bigger man them in the force are carpet close man, them pay them enormous, Me not talk about a regular pay, So excessive amount of money they pay them, and don't pay the regular police there.
So that's what I'm trying
divide
to
and conquer. Keep a few paid and eat. So them it's just like back in the days of slavery when you have, you give that the man the whip to go be the driver. I don't know what.
Will it divide and conquer. So what they're doing, the PNP and GLP, what they're doing is practicing an advanced form of slave science.
Oh,
right? So we the slave them. I want to post here because people can't see it. Post this one here, post someone else support for the master, right? And the master then sit back because I'm saying to you that what I'm trying to say is that Mark holding not hungry. Why you need a Mark comes and put himself in the fire, but I'm trying to run Jamaica and support them. I get paid almost as little influence below the prime minister have to do the physical work. Mark wouldn't get paid on one side and just appear to be an opposition.
Mark Gold get paid almost like the prime minister, man. See away. Just a few million down. It's like he might get good pay. Brother, let me ask a question. Brother, hold on. Now me I wonder why if I get that good pay, I mean, you know hurt them staying at the opposition still.
Andrew Wicked and Mark at this stand back. Listen, these guys they are creating a proper elite class. The whole of them cementing themselves. We don't there not to want to fight against one another to them kill and support. But I am saying this opposition, this PLP opposition is not really opposing anything. They're talking about talking points that they are the wicked man and support. That's not that shouldn't be.
That's not enough. That's not enough. We want a retraction of the money where the judge get, the raise where the judge get, and the raise where the politician get. We can't afford it at this time. We can't afford that.
The judicial arm gets paid off.
Let me ask you a question then.
Education head gets paid off. The civil servant head gets paid off. I suppose. So this is a proper divide and conquer situation right there.
Yeah, man, the big divide and conquer. So hold on there. The thing, brother.
The police them paid off, them have to go there. is not in their interest. If you want to, people might try to show you something. If you want to basically a proper slave is that if somebody who has nothing. When they have nothing, that is the position the master wants you in. You are programmable. You can tell you to do what you want. You can tell you to kill your mother or whatever you have to do. You're hungry. So it stops the foolishness about the union heads get paid off.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, because the union they have to get paid off because them bend these people arm to sign the stuff and lie to them. I tell these people all the time, you know, they are not being represented in Jamaica because your union head is in a politics. Is either them a labor right or them a PNP, them a pull and a push. Some want to strike, some don't want to strike. Some want them to look bad. No man, I make him look bad. I just confusion when I benefit the work of them. See that? Union head get good pay raise.
So Carlos, you advance, you're doing a very good job. You advance the talking point because the position what we are in right now is that the mine managers who are being paid, they want us to operate at this level. Oh, Andrew Wicked and Mark and Deadbeat and this and that and so once you are talking about cutting up, that's fine. You know that they're okay with that. They're not okay with us organizing and understanding what's going on and basically taking it to them.
No action, no organization.
No,
Right.
No organization. Once it is disorganized, and some want to protest and some don't want to protest because guess what? You know, the peer, as I said before, the peer village. Peer some and give some none.
Even the brother, right? Even the protests at Jamaica, some of them fake too because of political online protests. People don't come out there with them belly and them heart and them soul say, me supposed to protest this man because it's not good. Jamaica people protest when politicians give them money and say they go out there to go protest and hold up a few pieces of cardboard. And that go on the people. Nonsense protest that. People must see the need to come out to go protest. You left a man Mobile got told go protest because you know say you're Jamaican and this not right. You want change. You know protest. I mean.
How is it that you get these people who are starving and suffering to come out and you know and basically be on your side or support? You need the people to be almost at starvation level.
I don't talk about it. But hold on. They do that good job, you know. Can you see the middle class? The middle class gone. Can you see the Chinese are shut down every business at Jamaica? The Jamaican owned business are shut down. We can't compete against them, you know. So you will rapidly become hungry. Keep talking. And all I tell you.
So you need to want us Jamaica to stop. We are wasting our time. There's something I can tell you other things that want to hold here. There's something coming at Jamaica. I'm not a prophet or anything like that. You're the religious person. I'm just trying to explain to you that your time is being wasted, especially by some of these bloggers coming on and say, you know, this is one you're wicked and this is one you're.
But no, I wouldn't say that to my brother. My brother, I wouldn't say that. You know why? Vloggers keep the conversation going. Before vloggers, no. Remember, you know what our problem is, my brother? Nobody was talking. None of them were talking.
No, I understand what you're saying. I'm not discounting what you're doing. I'm just saying today, keep doing what you're doing and what bloggers are doing, but be wary that you have to elevate the conversation to out. In other words, you can't just get the same level you talk with the same every day. There's something else outside of this. There's another layer that people are seeing and reaching. And I'm trying to tell you that it's a game that's being played. The TNT is just being paid to appear to be an opposition right now.
I'm going to see this thing, my brother. I'm going to see this thing. We have to, nobody now come. I'm going to say that in a numerous video. If we think nobody will come to Jamaica, come settle with business, make a sad mistake out there. You see nobody come to Haiti? I know? All right. Nobody now come. So in order for Jamaica to fix, we, the people, have to stand up. Be more vocal and take action like similar action like we hear Will Lonesome and what Will Radigan is doing from over Yasso. So he said sometime this month, he's supposed to tell us about this foundation so we can send money in it so we can have war chest, lawyer war chest, Canada, America, England. That's the only way we're going to get change is to fight for ourselves, my brother. Fight back. Nobody now come.
This is what happened to. Well, you are correct. This is what I'm trying to tell you. But the fight has to be multidimensional. operational. It can't just be a one-way to your support. As a matter of fact, I would not advise anybody right now. I mean, this is not my opinion. Because they have basically took up this proper divide and conquer context. If you go there, right, so you have to start forces and support, you're on your own. Even the people who have to fight for and support, they might leave you alone. Whatever reason. Either them afraid, or them already get paid already, them compatible to them pay raise and support, them alright. So you are just going to be snatched up and taken off to some jail or dungeon somewhere.
Me not forgot Matthew, man. You remember that one guy that went out there and protest the hotel? Him alone stand up by himself with a placard. Never forget
exactly.
that. I'll never forget that.
So what if the people are serious, matter of the master people who will not get no proper theories. These are the slaves they know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
The one that the government have to keep it hungry so they can be under check, in control. So the people who get paid, who are the supervisors and support, the whole of the overseers. And this slave thing is happening because of the same Willie Lynch and the slave science they practice on Jamaican. So everybody, some people get paid to watch other people and keep them in check, but the whole of we are slaves same way. So what the slave have to do for revolt? You have to basically organize at your level. Nobody get no union involved, whatever it is about. So if you know, if the teachers them fed up, and police, and soldier, and all these people, fireman and all people fed up, don't move. And you teach us that. No movement there. No move. Shut it down. Falling sick.
They can't do it, man. They can't do it. They can't do it, but brother, every politics, every brain, some are going to because some say, boy, I not make your boss look bad, you know, man, and the last and the boss come and they give me father the farm work ticket figure to Canada, so, and my grandmother used to vote for it. Brother, we have to change the mind. We mind have to change. Anyway, man.
Organize at your level, because there's no representation going on for one. Okay? No representation, none from the so-called opposition. And, you know, in other words, Jamaicans don't depend on own. Ordinary Jamaicans depend on own. Who don't have to organize to basically bring them under control.
Oh, yeah.
Because I'm under own society, boy, listen, even you say, and you have told us clearly that if not care what nobody wants to say, he wants about his legacy, he not care about political popularity, no one support, he wants to get something done. And you know, it's a rush and all of these things. No, I am saying the JLP can win the next election because they have set the ground whereby there is proper divide and conquer, there is proper chaos and confusion and support. So what people doing in confusion and support, they're not organizing and they're thinking. So some of them are deciding to go and listen. PMP now help me, and not now go on, but just now vote. And you're going to have the same thing what happened at the last general election, where people are, you know, the numbers are going to probably even be bigger this time, where people just fed up because the PNP is if they like jump on this thing early, people just okay, well, this time
well, I could see that because right now the Labour right, enough Labour to jump ship it. Enough Labour to jump ship.
But what are they jumping into?
Anything but Andrew, no, anything but Andrew Willis. Anything but Andrew Willis. Anything but him.
Anything but Andrew Willis. But I'm saying them a jump ship. Them a jump ship. But notice, and everybody a jump ship. I'm telling you that there's no. If you look at what this one now, this is the case. So a couple days ago, nobody was in the past and a protest was going on, right? So you realize that the people
don't forget that Andrew Ones never a baby landslide, you know. Don't forget that majority, 60% of the country never voted, you know.
That's what I'm trying to tell you, Carlos. It's probably going to be worse.
So you think those people is gonna come out and vote for Andrew? I think more people gonna come out to vote against him. Hold on there. This is my prediction. I think more people is gonna come vote against Andrew. They're gonna vote against him. They want to vote for the PNP or UIC or something else. Because I talk to people, you know, I talk to people who never voted, you know. Even last time I talked to this lady, said she never voted and she's gonna vote this time to clear Andrew out of office. I talk to Labour right who tell me said they never ever vote at all. But you know what, Carlos, if man come back to Carlos, never vote because if I my one vote for get out Andrew Ones, I'm gonna die to Labour right, brother, me know. And then hear this conversation yesterday, the brother tell me, Say buy green clothes, him best friend of Jamaica, Wally Bright. His best friend tell him yesterday morning, after after the peer race. You see that peer race there? You see that peer race there that hurt Andrew Unes? When I go around the car and tell you.
Yeah, but I'm trying to tell you, you were with me and you don't understand. I am trying to tell you that Andrew no care.
Yeah.
He's leaving the scene and he must take as much as he can get. And I'm telling you, he has 2 years. We tell everything, the rush, the cashless thing and all kind of stuff. He's the person implementing this architecture. So once it's built, it no matter who around the country. That's all I'm trying to make Jamaicans understand. So yes, you're fed up with Andrew and blah blah blah, but why you're fed up with him and support? Him now get no resistance to stop, we must stop. We must build. It's the Jamaicans there.
Man, look here, man. Angela no shame me, brother. Angela no shame me now. So, that's what we know. Okay? So,
we don't have no shame, but I'm trying to say to you, he's working well in that machine. The man is bringing in this aggressive thing, push with the cashless, and the body of rumors, but it's not work, we will get, for the regular people, but survive, and, a lot of people are going, in a hardship and that kind of stuff, people are back. He is doing what he's doing. He needs to come and that kind of stuff, so we know what's not good to do. But what is there to stop it?
But look here, not even opposition. I don't hear say a word about that, And that's I mean notice say from the day the argument they come out about cashless, And we don't hear the opposition say a word about it.
You're not going to hear nothing from them. Nobody never interview Mark and ask him what his position and this.
No, we don't know his position.
We don't know. That's all I'm trying to say. People are emotional. Well, we don't know blah blah.
Hold on, man. Hey, look here, man. Let me tell you what. To be honest, Mark and Joe friend. Me do them have a long time. Mark and me here said them a friend from long time. Mark and Nigel Clark and them a friend, cause Nigel Clark come say it in a park. Me not say you can't be friends, you must be enemy. But me I talk about a different type of friend where you know your wife are friend and with Nigel Clark and Mark wife. Nigel Clark said that in a parliament. But Mark and Andrew are friend. Me get to hear that from a long time. So whether Mark win or Mark lose, Mark are right.
Mark have to do nothing because Andrew appeared so that.
But me hold on there. Me hear say, hold on, me get to understand for a long time say, me get to understand say several PNP and them good food and the Andrew Honest.
Exactly. Yeah.
Several PNP and them good food and the Andrew Honest say, if Andrew Honest no come out or win or lose, them good. So there's no need for rock the boat plus you give me a good raise.
No, you're back with me, you're back on the other part. You're back on the road, there is no need to rock the boat. This opposition is a joke. This is a game. What they're doing, they are pretending to be an opposition. They sit back easy. They show the power of and all the people look nice and this is unconscious, blah, blah, blah. Let me go put on the press release.
Yo, let me tell you something. The only way and like we did a video yesterday. So Mark got to do more than just put out a little press release and talk about this and that. That don't work good for it. To prove yourself to me that you're not in it, you have to refuse you're in the cabinet from take it and fight. And fight for the retraction. Hold on now. Me not talk about just make it stay there. Because basically the PNP position to me is okay, you guys good with the raise now. Give the people my raise now. Get back to the drawing board with them. And it's not no. This needs to be taken back. And this, we need to go back to the drawing board for the politician them raise.
Correct.
You understand me? So only way Mark can prove to me that the PNP is not behind that, unless he come out as a swing 2x4 and say that need to be retracted. That need to be taken back. We cannot afford this. Me talk about the money for the judge plus the politician them. All the PNP never come out when the judge get that they raise them. Me want to ask that. All the PNP never come out with the cashlessness. Me want to ask that. How they never come out the same night when them here say they get that the money, and the next day after Blogger beat them overnight, you hear them come out the next day try to clean up all six. So anyway, my brother.
It's a game. So one other point, Carl, from going. 2 more points from going. Oh gosh, you're talking, you may lose my point. But what I'm trying to say to you is this. You said it yesterday that get that. Nobody just comes and say, boy, a period just dropping in the lap and it's surprise. If you don't run job, you get one letter before and say, as that's so you start repetition.
Yes, man. You know how much.
So don't come to me with this about, oh, we never know, and we weren't aware, and we were surprised that the public has about Mark. Listen, the PNP know what's going on. They are being paid to just cool and make me do that.
But hold on.
Really depends on the public.
But the opposition. Bro, hold on now. Hold on. So if the opposition finance minister cool with it, that's it right there. No?
Exactly.
I not talk about that Damien. Me not talk about that Damien Crawford saying cool with it or anybody else. So. Me not talk about the opposition finance minister. Him agree with the. They agree with the finance minister on the labor rights side. Opposition finance minister agree with the finance minister. So, I mean, Julian no talk to Mark them and all them. I mean, they not talk. People, like we said yesterday.
It's a joke thing, man. Someone say, listen, Jamaicans, we'll take the blinders because listen, it's a show. This is a game they play. They are in the league. And you are just being distracted against the whole and which brother that me not to the again, but the PNP side and support. Listen.
I think most of the people them know in a caller. Yeah, man, I think most of the people them know, brother. Brother, the people them get wise up. The people them are fool now, you know. Come here, do this thing for a while and I watch some of the people them are growing in the comment section. These people, most people can see what are going on right now. Most of them, my brother. Now lie you, tell them. They don't lie you. Most of them right now. Let me tell you something. Can we tell you something? That's what I said this bad for Andrew Honest. May I tell you something? I can't see how people will win again. Now, you see some die at the labor rights. Me have a bridge into your die at the labor rights, you know. You see, the one day where you can't tell them nothing wrong with the labor right. Right now, it could like when a man asleep and they get a big slap and they wake up. Some of them will get the big slap still a snoring up because them are deep sleeper. But they have enough labor rights. After they hear the money where Andrew Honest put out there, it's like a slap them get them wake up, brother. Brother, they wake up. They wake up, all them ears are ring. They wake. Enough people wake up. You still gonna get the one them over there go for Andrew. But brother.
Yeah, but how we think they respond when they wake up? The people have been waking up, as I said, that we don't disagree with you on that. Because the last election, 70% of the election not turn out to vote. Because they don't want what to vote for. So that's a part that they're waiting. And it has been trending down that, you know, more people that this kind of
well, the people them cannot sit down. People them cannot sit down and not vote. People need to come out, come vote. Then come out, come vote.
You know them are going to vote now. They will vote when it's something to vote for. And I'm trying to tell you, if there's no, we can't see anything right now. I'm telling you.
No, but hold on there. If you keep Andrew Honest in there, what will happen to you? People see that, you know. So, then people, and I really vote to them, vote for something. Hold on now. And I vote them and vote for something, Carla. Is vote to get out Andrew. And that's all, get out Andrew. How you get out Andrew? By sitting at home? You have to come out, come vote. Vote for Mark, vote for UIC, vote for something. Get Andrew out of it. Come out, come vote.
Hold on. We are operating in our emotions. We're not going to live out the head part of we're functioning. And I'm trying to tell you that if you don't see anything happening right now from the opposition not really opposing nothing.
Brother, are you telling me that Mark Golden is worse than Andrew Honest, brother?
No, I'm not saying that he's worse than him, but I'm trying to tell you that the man is ineffective.
Even if, hold on, we know, say, look here, we have two, what we have right here now is two evil. But we have to vote for the better evil. Anything but Andrew Honest, brother. Anything but Andrew Honest. I'd rather the people vote. I'd rather the people vote for Mark Golden than Andrew Honest.
This is what I'm trying to say. Because when you operate, when you basically so I'm trying to not operating at emotion level. If Andrew is building an architecture right now, it's leave the Jamaican population even more with its cashless and support. Everybody will know what one. Just Google and see what this cashless is about. Chinese social credit score, CBD. Some people say, boy, you know, a conspiracy theory, not go to blah, blah, blah. Jamaica is a part of a few countries, black countries in particular, who are operating in a pilot program. In other words, where this thing is being tested out and off. The other countries are coming behind us. The US and the Canada and the UK and support. They're coming behind us, but they must say, or it's clear what I mean. countries where they basically organize, they have it piloted and tested. It's being tested in Jamaica now.
No, look. Jamaica people, I can assure you right now, we're going to end this conversation, my brother, because I got to move on. I'm going to respect this call. But I'm going to look at it right now. Jamaica people are going to wake up because they must see the back against the wall and never do anything to get out Andrew Willis. And we don't want to fight, we don't want to riot, we don't want none of that in Jamaica. Make you speak at the poll. And my thing up here.
What I'm trying to say to you before we finish up, I don't know. When I finish, let me make a point and make it more resonate what I said to you. If the man build something specifically detrimental to the Jamaican people, right? And I don't believe enough. He's building it. And if there's no opposition, no. You see, man, you know, best to come down and stop him right now and oppose him right now before it actually builds to come down and be a detriment to the majority of Jamaican people.
Well, the people, look here. Look, look at this too. Me not call the UIC out of the race, you know. Because people, if you understand, say, when they have an election, there's always, you can't underestimate your opponent. So there's a UIC. So the people just might turn around and say, boy, we're going to support the UIC, because boy, the UIC was right on the joke. The UIC is against the dollars. The UIC is for certain things. So people might cover them nose or overlook certain things and say UIC. So we don't know the people that might go. Come here and see things on social media. Let's see where it go, my brother.
All right,
because, you know, I like some stuff for the UIC say. But, you know, me don't really like, me say that over, you know. Me don't really like the UIC come up and kick out them out of the office, you know. Even one time, you know. Me don't tell her, I swear to God. Anyway, nice talking to you, my brother.
We think it's better for us to stop what the danger has been constructed for us now. We're going to make a bill and we don't want to come and say, well, I'm going to do it, you know, at the previous guy. You know, better work to come get really interested in the Jamaican people. You know, better you see the danger, but they say about the night watch party. You see the danger and want the people them don't let on team shoulder. So if the opposition is a night watchman and then see the danger come and then must stop it, no. How can I people stop it, no? And then we just sit down the cars and say, well, the better will be up. In other words, Andrew's job is to build a bill, step aside, and then when the next man comes in and say, well, you don't build already, and I have nothing to do with it at the previous guy, but the system is there for you, you're already trapped.
All right, my brother.
All right, Colin. Cool.
Hey, nice talking to you, my brother. I really appreciate your call.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. The brother have some strong point, the people. The brother have some strong point. Making sense, that's true. You know, have some strong point. You know. But I really believe that Mark Golden is too quiet. Like the brother said, nobody know when you talk about Mark Golden, like, and I am this and I am that, Carlos, left him alone. No, man. No, sir. Why is just a little written statement you come up giving in a moment like this, Mark Golden? For Mark Golden and come talk to the people and get down to the depth. Some questions for some reporters, Mark Golden. We are hide for Mark Golden. What they're doing is not good enough, Mark Golden. They're not dancing good enough for Carlos. We said over and over and over again. To me, it look like you just sit down, Mark Golden. I wait for Andrew to stop climb and the pole drop in your lap without you even have to get up. Mark Golden. Me not see you, Mark Golden. At a time like this, when people want you, because, you know, look here. If the UIC, they have a chance like you close to the boss, you think that the UIC wouldn't be vocal? Me say me don't love the UIC get a couple of footage up in there and give you no hell. Because everything would do wrong and nobody for oppose, you know. I go one party, me say I oppose some stuff and the UIC. That's why we don't give up on the UIC, you know, people. No. No, sir. Me don't give up on them. Because their policy is still the best around. And the only one them come and say, boy, corruption over. We're going to lock up politician. And the only party will come and say, we're going to lock up crooked politician. Eh? It's only them. Where you get that? You get that from the rest. Nobody else will promise you they will lock up politician about you. Eh? Nobody else. Tell the truth. You can't have a country if you have a root up corruption. That's why me respect the UIC no matter what I feel about Joseph Pattison. Long time I talk to him. Me come on my page and burn him out sometime. Like rightly so. But in my gut, deep in my gut, me know the UIC is the best thing for Jamaica. In my gut. That's the policy. We lose our draw. What would I have to lose? who don't have nothing to lose. So me not go around the corner and go highlight PNP and Labour right and go like say the UIC not exist. Them small run one corner in one dark room, but me just point to them policy. I pray to God that Mr. Practice that get up out of the dark room and touch the road. The UIC even tell you no excuse to, you know. Can you see them talk to somebody within the UIC party and they just say, pay a sorry excuse she give me. I was supposed to have her on my page today, but sorry sister, I don't feel like I have no more interview right this today. We'll talk another time. But I pay a sorry excuse you give me. Pay excuse after excuse after excuse why UIC can't this out. I the same sorry excuse from me daddy. Be tired. They must can find a way for UIC to come out and say, how much money take for some blue shirt to hit the road and make us see it on camera? You know why I can take millions of dollars to campaign. Keep reminding me about millions of dollars the PNP and the Labour get for campaign. The UIC not getting that. Make us on that road now, man. Do something on the road now, man. Do something now, man. You never go to one of the protests of the people in my protest at Jamaica. You try to build up some people around, you know. Do something now, man. What do UIC there? Now ask about the life is soon to take over. I run with them a people, but I'm going to support something where not really, the boss really not interested in it. That's what it look like to me. You cannot win from a goddamn vlogging page. This is supposed to be a party and not a goddamn vlogger. You cannot just win a party by being on your page every day. Show somebody something, then you even will get more donation. Give somebody something to chew on. Give me a bone to chew on. Do you want to see that? Not give me no bone. You want to see that? Give me a bone family to chew on. Every day, and the same thing in the room. Give me a bone to chew on. Give me something to marinate pan. Give me something different. Show me, say, on the road. Show me some man somewhere. Show me something on the road. The Labour and the PNP and do road. Them have the war machine, they have the money, they have the mouthpiece radio. For the UIC to get out, they have to work harder than them can have less money and less link. I mean, that dead for see to get up out of the goddamn dark room, Joseph Patterson. I'm a problem with you, you know. That's why I'm. Can't look like you know I win Joseph Patterson. You know what? I'm talk them thing and nobody said, me I call him and say my thief. Me not say them are a thief. Me not say I embezzle the money. But me say what me I say. You know, like you want to collect donation and be a blogger. Not time like this now when PNP and Labour right shit up the whole place. Why would they fetch the ball? Why would they? What do I see there in a time like this? Low hanging fruit everywhere right now. Where do I see them pop up in my head? Take advantage of this moment. What would they? What would they? But anyway, people, we love you. We just want to have this conversation. You know, where the country going? What you're dealing with? What the people want to talk about? These party with options. What must we do at this crossroad? If we realize that the PNP and the Labour right are the same thing. You might cook up this race and everybody's okay. Come Mark really don't have to win, you know. Why go through the headache of being a prime minister like Andrew Ones and get a hair grey before time? When your pay is just as high as Andrew Ones. Mark Golden get money, maybe a few $1 million below Andrew. He might almost get paid like Andrew. If you are opposition, would you not put your head out there, you don't care. Andrew can always win for me. We also hear that PNP make money under Andrew Ones, couple of them, and make money under Andrew Ones because they're in certain things. That's why we know, say, in my mind, and Andrew Ones alone take out the money out of SSL, you know. Don't be surprised if you hear the people on the PNP side take out the money out of SSL because they all of them know what going on. People and Andrew Ones alone take out the money out of SSL, you know. We tell them already, you know. No, man. And them people up there, some man, and me and you. They not dance good, people. Can't trust them. Now dance good. You know, Mark, if you don't come out, come tell me some more about this money thing. We're going to have trouble, brother. Mark Golden, I tell you right now, if you don't come out, come tell us about this race thing, more than a statement. You need to come out and come tell us, say, you want that to retract, that are too much money, and we cannot afford that. Just like when them tell the teacher, say, the country couldn't afford the nibbles and bits that the teacher were asking for in race. We couldn't do that because that broke the country. But now we can do that for politician Mark Golden. If they don't come ask for a retraction in the payment of judges and politicians, Mark, you know, serious. Mark, you know, serious. We don't want just a statement. And in the year, next time I'm going to come say, I debunk that and I say, the whole of you know. Because you hear your opposition finance minister say, yeah man, this good deal. Yeah man, it's good deal. So I would assume that the opposition finance minister is in constant talk with Mark Golding and his regular party and tell them say how much raise him about to get. You're the opposition finance minister, you know, man. So you and Nigel Clark probably link head. And then we have said Nigel Clark, yeah man, that's good man, that's good. So you think the opposition finance minister and look for the rest of people and say, guys, guess how much raise you get? Me say man, double it and triple it. Yes. What? You know, some hungry PNP, they're hungry in there for money. Enough of them in there for money. Enough of them just in there for money. They don't care for you and me. PNP and labor right. For years, them do it for. Hustle the office. Money them in there for. The only way we can believe Mark Golden and listen, come out there and fight for this to reduce. Drop this, retract this, take it back. We can't afford it. I broke the one, broke the country. Taxpayer can't afford to pay this big wig money while we are hungry. We don't get no pay raise. They give the teacher one nibbles and bits. I expect the teacher to pay taxes. They give these people 300 pay raise, 300%. We say if Mark Golden now come out they come ball for the people and say, look here, take that back. We can't afford that. We don't want the raise. And Julian, opposition finance minister, jump up and happy. How you think Mark Golden can take with the happiness from the finance minister? Remember, they jump up and happy with you know. You think Mark Golden can go to them and say, no, guys, Damon Crawford, Lisa, give them back the raise. We're not going to take that raise. Yeah, the millions of dollars, yes. Yeah, the 200% raise, we're not going to take it. It's not good for. Give it back to the people. We don't want it. How is it Mark Golden going to raid some greedy PNP where this I say, oh, this is a gift from heaven. We are due this massive amount of raise. Don't believe that they are not PNP. Sit down in there when they sign, nobody not sign a code of conduct, you know. So you have a dirty PNP, them sit down in there too. Yeah, man, PNP not sign code of conduct, man. Some of them in there too not sign a code of conduct. Greedy, I look for money. You think Mark Golden can wrestle this and raise out of them hand? Plus, them members say, boy, from last year, them pay me. So politicians get retroactive pay. Them have to pay them from last year, them get raising up people. They get raised from 2022 since they didn't know. Yes. So they have to pay them up. What a massive amount of money, Jamaica. Where are we going to find that from? Them could give the teachers nibbles and bits. Now they make themselves massive. People, it's more than $1 billion in raise for politicians in Jamaica. More than $1 billion. We the taxpayers. We grandpicked it. We have to pay this. More than $1 billion in raise. I did not see the PNP come out when the judges them get raised. Me see the wireless cashless money being tossed around in Jamaica. I know we don't know the PNP's position when they depend. Me say PNP we not suspect. We have to come out condole for talking, come in and know what kind of position on depend. Are you guys with this cashless money thing? Are you just gonna come out and come say you're not with the money? Think about police and the poor and teachers, but not giving back up the money. So hold on. And I'm a thief it, man. But me take the money, thiefing money from the thief. I didn't steal it. But the man stole the money, said thief the money and he split the money with you. That's stolen money, you know, people. That's a vulgar kind of raise. That's a raise heist. So somebody said, Mr. Pattis is too narcissistic to me. Well, Pattis can always be removed, you know. Pattis can always be removed. I believe that the UIC biggest problem. I'm tell you already. The biggest problem is that UIC is Mr. Patterson. We love the man can talk, the man is intelligent, yes. But where have that intelligence taken the party? And people, if you understand it now, when we talk to people at the party, them still blind, you know. Because some people like them are cult and then they be Mr. Patterson until them come out and say, Carlos, I apologize to you. Because many people do that. There's no disrespect, Mr. Patterson, right? Nah, disrespect him. But I tell Mr. Patterson, me, talk to him before. I tell Mr. Patterson, I ask him, are you ever consider to step down from being president? Because I bowl like that, you know, people. I bowl like that. I ask him, yeah, me and the man on the phone, I'm going to ask him and say, sir, you ever consider stepping down? That was some bars still, you know. But I bowl like that. That's what I said, I love to talk to some politician on my page. Come and ask them some questions like some other people ask them, you know, people. Everybody have their own style, but my style different. I'm not going to disrespect them on my page. No, I'm not going to talk down to them at all. But I'm going to ask you some questions. Like I ask Mr. Patterson, sir, have you ever considered stepping down? Mr. Patterson, it's not about disrespecting you and kick you out the party. We need you. You are the founder of the party. There's a lot of more work and building up the party needed. All we just want, give somebody if you drive the car. You sitting in the car with it, Mr. Patterson. Just sitting in the back seat and chill. Give advice, you still can go to the press conference and talk to the people. Because you talk sweet. We love for your mouth. So we're going to send you go talk to the media and all them things there. You can't go in a finance because you know about money. You can't be the minister of whatever back there. But Mr. Patterson, up here so, be the president now work. People, if Mr. Patterson step down from being president, all members will return. I talked to one last night. I've spoken to one last night. Mr. Patterson make a last ditch effort to get back the people that were left. Come back. He did. Me. Everybody. Mr. Patterson did try to gather back the crowd. The momentum we had first time. But all the people that tell Mr. Patterson, not under his watch, he need to step down. Seriously. Me not saying Mr. Patterson is a crook and all this thing, people. Me not going to say that about the man. But me just say, if everybody leave from around you like that, you might be the problem. One common denominator. And you're good, Mr. Patterson, you can talk, but to be a leader like that, no. Make somebody else step up for the sake of the party. Mr. Patterson, watch me right now. I, Carlos Gray, will joke on board of this UFC train. Me dead serious, because I'm a blue shirt there, you know. People, this is my blue shirt. Because we realize that these other people don't mean you no good. But the only person who stands for the party, Mr. Patterson, is you at the front. It's no disrespect, Mr. Patterson. We love you. But we understand, Mr. Patterson. Other people before me said the same thing. I say the same thing. Other people behind me say the same thing. We're losing too much people, Mr. Patterson. If you want to step back, may I speak publicly, what I tell you privately, sir. If you don't step back, Carlos will come back full force for the UIC, for my country, for the future of the island. Just that. But we cannot come back with the same thing and expect different results, Mr. Patterson. We love you. A good thing you come up with that you create. We say me in the country well. But personality as a leader. I'm not lie you. And if the UIC was moving an all cylinder when it just started, when Marvin Edgar and Howard and Tommy and everybody, people, me say, Labour and PNP couldn't see with tailpipe. Me say, if the UIC was running an all cylinder, like when it just started, without the infighting and the nonsense, none of them party couldn't see the tail light of the UIC. Because Jamaica people that go for the UIC, because the UIC is for the people. UIC was really against the joke. The PNP was for the joke. The JLP was for the joke. The PNP and the JLP line up together. Have Andrew Ones and his minion them around on the country for joking up. Look what people are drop like a fly now. Joseph Patterson was right. The UIC was right with that. Now here come the UIC is against this cashless society. Mark and Andrew again seems as if They are together on this, just like the joke. You know, hear man come out, come talk. People, and the truth, me I tell you, and this is my job. We're not supposed to come back, come hide the truth from Uno. Just like when the PNP and the Labour right have their mouthpiece and people can come speak up them. We can't talk about the UICU. The UIC was right on that. Mr. Patterson will get arrested because I come tell people, say, don't take that poison, that kill you no. PNP was for it, Labour right was for it because they take macramass and money. I never seen Andrew Wallace work so hard on any project in Jamaica. Before or after. Never seen him work so hard on any project. We see Andrew Wallace over hills, valley, shop back, shop side, yard back. I tell people about this joke stuff. And when that not enough, him go back around the country on a second tour after I put the law in and say, I educate the people. And if that not enough, he come with a new law, charge of from us, and to try every way to punish people if they take the stuff. No move, lock up the place. Because but Joseph Patterson was right. Yes, the UIC was right. People have to look back in history, you know. Have a look at that history. But nobody not perfect. None of them are perfect. But what we got to go on there, so? You make you think, man. You make you think. What kind of agenda the PNP and Labour right there, man? Make you ask, what them up to? What them up to? Because people don't know why it's not smarter. Social media up now. We not see everything before, no. We're not stupid like that. You make you wonder, what them up to? Like, seriously. Because the Labour do the thing and the PNP now say, no, not do that. You make you look back and say, Jaja. But, let me tell Mr. Patterson, the team, a lot of the people that quit the UIC, Mr. Patterson, they will return if you step down. No disrespect to you, because we need you. You are the boss, you are the founder. Stay in the car and be chauffeur driven. Be chauffeur driven, Mr. Patterson. Just chill. You have been the spokesman anyway, you can't talk. We don't think nobody can talk like you. We need you for that. But make somebody else go front, man. Are you believing? What am I do wrong? Are you believing, man? Just put somebody up there, man, and get back at the people, and get the crowd, and get back the excitement, man. That's the leave for doing, you know. So, Mr. Patterson, allow nobody to express themselves freely. And that people are saying about you, Mr. Patterson. Say you know, TikTok, you're a narcissist and all that. If you love Jamaica and not just your personal self, you gotta step back and make somebody step up. Are you Bill the Cinnamon? Are you a baby the Cinnamon? Just sit down at the back of the car and be sofa driven. There are other people out there can lead. You just still be the spokesman. You can be in the treasury. You're there, Mr. Patterson, in the car. Nobody can kick you out of the car. You're the founder. All your name is going to be in history somewhere written. I mean, I speak loudly what I tell Mr. Patterson privately. See what I tell him. Your name is going to be in history when the book is written. Your name are dead there. They can't take that from you. I want to work left to do in the UIC party, you know. Go chill, man, and go figure something else out, man. You have more work to do. You're too busy. You can't go certain place. Me don't see you then away. You're too busy with your personal life and stuff. So anyway, man, tell me what you think in the comment section if I like me, I tell you. No disrespect to the UIC. None. Because I know what me I see so Mr. Patterson, if you get up and light the fire under them dirty sitting here. Get up. Me say if I step down Mr. Patterson, me come back and beg money for you like a beggar, man. If you don't step back, boss. Sit down at the back of the car and be chauffeur driven. And see if the UIC no grow. Because everybody will left have one problem, Mr. Patterson. They are saying the same thing about you. You don't take no telling, none of that. So basically, there is a problem there. And all the people that you try to get back in the party, sir, from what I hear from last night, I talk to people in the bus. You know, so me have the link. They want to come back. They will come back if you step down. That's all. People in the comment section, tell me the truth. What do you think about this? We love the UIC policy. We see them ready to lock up dirty, naughty, thieving politician. So that number one me love about the UIC. Check politician and keep everything honest around here. The Singapore policy model. We hear Nest I said a while ago. The only thing in quote out of the Singapore model are how them pay politician good. You hear that? Labor right Nesta Morgan. The only thing out of the Singaporean model in quote a while ago is how them pay politician enough so them don't have to thief. So what he said that pay these politicians, giving them this hefty raise, no more corruption. And them work harder. But the UIC was using the Singaporean model. Start cut off from head. You cut corruption from head. You cut off corruption from head. And when you start chop from head, the head of the snake, that's how you curb corruption. In Jamaica, how you think them curb corruption? Zozo up on the foot of the youth them in the ghetto. Because they not no money to get no lawyer to come up against the state. So some see it. Or else the UIC now go nowhere. Me not lie your people. Because what Mr. Patterson is doing is not cutting it. And in not take no telling, you can see that is advice in itself. Because if you can't see the need to get your backside out of like a room, gather the crowd, send them on the street, it not work. See yesterday, Baba Tunde, Mr. Patterson, Baba Tunde, the Rasta man. The last time I talked to Baba Tunde, Mr. Patterson, he loved the UIC. When me I tell him the same thing, I tell him right now, why Mr. Patterson step down and put somebody in it. The same thing he may say, Mr. Patterson, I said to Baba Tunde, why Mr. Patterson stay in the back seat and make somebody else drive? He don't have the time for this. They don't have the drive for this. We need Mr. Patterson. We can't do without him, but right now put somebody in the front seat. You know Baba Tunde tell me, say, nothing bad you have to say about Mr. Patterson. Baba Tunde have nothing bad to say about you. Everything good. Baba Tunde was supposed to come back on my page, come speak on behalf of the UIC. Baba Tunde even gave me a video that he did speaking about the UIC. Very good video. And me post it. Me post it on my page. Baba Tunde, that's a couple of weeks ago. He was supposed to come on my page, come talk about glowing stuff about UIC. But when I was on live yesterday, I see somebody calling me. I'm going to see him calling me. I thought that Baba Tunde was going to come on my page and speak good of the UIC and even try to get a few dollars as fundraiser from the people if they want to, by giving the number. But we never know so Baba Tunde was going to come on my page and speak ill of Mr. Patterson. So here we go again. Oh my God, not another candidate. UIC don't have enough to go around, much less to lose another candidate. No, we lose another candidate, Baba Tunde. Well, say what you want, because I'm sure from the inside of the UIC, you can hear people talking why Baba Tunde not there no more, just like how why Carlos did this and that, and why Marvin did this and that, and why Hubbard did this and that, and why Tommy. People, do you know the amount of people left? People even know the qualified people, the solid people in the UIC were left. All the white lady, what's her name again? She says she's not white because she has blood transfusion and a black blood is inside of her. That lady have about 3 villa down on the grill somewhere. She's a nice lady, Debbie. That very nice lady named Debbie, the white lady named Debbie. There were so many nice people in the UIC. Marvin, Edgar. There were so many nice people at UIC and everybody's leave 1-1. And you want to tell me that it's all these people problem? Everybody want to take with the party from you? Everybody want to this? No, man. No, man. Baba Tunde just talked to him a couple of weeks ago. He have nothing but good to say about UIC. And Baba Tunde come on my page yesterday. You too, Baba Tunde. I know I'm going to tell Steve Lynn. I know I'm going to tell Mark Cameron. I swear, I know I'm going to call them and say, guess what? I swear, I know I'm going to tell them. But other people been calling me when they hear Baba Tunde. People used to be in the UIC. And they say, here we go again, Carlos. UIC now going to wake up people like a drop. Because one common denominator is Mr. Joseph Patterson. Everybody have a problem with him. Because it seems as if Mr. Patterson don't know about conflict resolution and how to kiss ass before you kick it. Think everybody's expendable and you can make everybody left because there are other people who are coming. But when Marvin Edgar left and Debbie and Tommy and the Tellwell sisters, when all these people, Howard. You know people, you know some type people, do you know some quality people they in at the UIC? I don't say they're not quality people right now because I don't know. But you know the quality people jump ship. They are still out there somewhere, Mr. Patterson. And I, Carlos, can gather all of them. Me a talker. Me can gather them, Mr. Patterson. Me can bring them all home. Me talk to them already. I spoke with them already, Mr. Patterson. And they all say the same thing. Me beg them, Mr. Patterson, to put them difference aside. Let's do it for Jamaica. Let's put it aside. And them can't see past you, Mr. Patterson. One, if you step down, it shows them still have a good heart. If to serve into something that you create, and you're going to be in the same room too. It shows you them still have a glimmer of hope and love for what are going. That's the fact that them say they will serve under something that you create. If you step down from leadership, we can bring all of these people back and push the UIC. Me even talk to Marvin Edgar. And you know Marvin Edgar still. You know Marvin Edgar is a plain raw kind of youth. And if he is angry at him, I'll tell you. He's going to make you know how mad he be at Joseph Patterson. He was mad. I'm going to talk to Marvin Edgar, Mr. Patterson. We talk to Marvin Edgar. And I believe if I step down, we can get back at Marvin Edgar. Me can talk, me can convince him. Me go kiss him tail if he come back tonight. Me do what me have to do. Me can get these people, you know. Me's a talker. Me's a salesman. You can't talk like me, you know. Me used to sell a market, you know. Me can go get all of these people back. And the one condition, Mr. Patterson. Step down. Just step aside for a little bit. Stay in the back seat and be chauffeur driven. Get back the party going. This baby that you created. Make we get a foot in a parliament so we can make noise in there. Come on, Mr. Patterson. In a dark room, now going to make you win one seat, Mr. Patterson. I tell you the truth. Get back Baba Tunde. We don't want Baba Tunde leave. Get back Baba Tunde, whatever una him in and fix it up. You can't have another candidate lose unless left for that. Whatever una Baba Tunde in fix it up. Not because you're in a hot conversation with somebody you want to cast them to a side. We can't even take my wife and the woman who married to us say, till death do us part. Don't we get in a argument with my wife all the time? You don't get to go divorce your wife because she quarreled this morning. Do you? Do you go divorce your wife because your wife have disagreement? Or not iron it out? Can't afford to lose some candidate. Are you see me talk about now, you know? Because like them are that two fool yeah. They're the same place where them there before UIC come. So I come to Jesus moment now, Mr. Patterson, so I can turn around the ship. I'm dead serious, you know. You're a good talker. You're smart. But all of that good talking and smartness, you know, advance the party further than the room where you're in every evening. You can still stay in the room as a spokesman every evening, but give a person the president role who can think different from you. Maybe something you are thinking and doing, Mr. Patterson, is not working. Give somebody with a different mindset to drag everybody back in the party and make a crank up the motion, the engine behind this UIC stuff. Stop playing around, Mr. Patterson. It's like a man who have a winning horse. No, so your horse can win, you know. Good stallion you got, you know. You know, so the horse ready to win the race, yeah. But you pull back the horse, Mr. Patterson. You have a good winning horse. Pedigree horse at that too. Brand new. Never been ridden before. The UIC never get a foot in a parliament, so nobody can frame the UIC and say them go there and them rob money and them this and that. They never get a chance. It's like a man who have a good stallion. And you know it can win. But you hold it back. For what? Let go the ass man and go to the back seat go sit down. Make somebody else ride it to the winning pole. We done, people. Tell me what you think about this in the comment section. I don't lie, me I tell. UIC can fix, man. They have some strong people within the UIC, you know. Some episode parties ever said, look here. You know what, Carlos is right, you know. Guys, I'm going to volunteer a step back. And we don't want to vote again. Because once you do look vote like you do vote the other day, Mr. Patterson, you know the people, look people now vote against you. You know them now going to vote against you. You must voluntarily step down. Play now the little hokey-pokey game, Mr. Patterson, like, all right, I'm going to have a vote. Mr. Patterson, them now vote against you. You must voluntarily step down to attract everybody back in the party. And I promise you, that's the warrior them come back. Marvin and easy you to convince because he have some stuff in his belly. But me know somebody can convince Marvin Edgar. Because Marvin Edgar is more about the country more than anything else. Marvin Edgar is a country youth. Marvin Edgar in loving country. That youth cry tears, man. Many times he talk to him, man. Marvin Edgar cry tears upon him. But hold on there. Marvin Edgar come from my page, come cry already. Marvin Edgar come talk about people so passionately and him cry already from my page. Marvin Edgar love Jamaica. He love Jamaica. And I wish him could have bring changes. Despite the disagreement between UIC and all that stuff that hit the airwaves, can be fixed. May I publicly just ask Mr. Patterson, step down, I could do this now. Yeah, man, I put on my UIC shirt tomorrow. I don't support no side of no party, but I do it for my country. Especially when I look for the PNP and Labour and whatever I do right now. Brother, if now is not the time for start up the UIC choo-choo train and push it forward ahead. There's no other time because they change right now. Because whatever the US, the PNP and the Labour have cooked up for us, they all them need pushback. And the only person push back on the joke was Mr. Patterson. The PNP and Labour said, yeah man, take it good for you. And look what people jump up behind it. Want a little baby them to take it. UIC come out and say, no man. They pressure him. Get black by YouTube, you know, UIC get black by YouTube and Facebook. For the thing they don't come and say no joking. Kind of say you people analyze. UIC said no joke. PNP and Labour say yes joke. Give them it. Now the UIC said no cashless Jamaica. The PNP not a word. I think the PNP is behind this. Just like the joke. Peer raise again Poway. What happened? PNP didn't push it back. They like them in it together. So what that left with? Papa want to figure out something. So what me I figure out now is Joseph Patterson. I think if they're England now people, I think he gonna meet some people in the diaspora. Yeah man, Joseph Patterson gone over foreign. Him go meet some people at England, some Jamaica. I don't know him go pass some official party business. I meet people in the diaspora. What am I meet them for, you know, meet and greet, or I don't know why, but I do some stuff I call to me here. When they are overseas. I don't know if they come back yet. But we didn't see him overseas. I didn't see him in England in that video. But Joseph, if you hear that video and you're ready and you're serious, call me. Anytime you're ready and you're serious for this, call me. And say, Carlos, yeah, me I go in the back seat. Who you think we go up front? Put somebody up front. Because them can't veer off of the Constitution. If them are still in the Constitution, they still have the body of people who can kick them out, vote them out if they do wrong. Right? So, any day you're ready, Mr. Patterson, call me phone. Say, Carlos, I'm ready for step. You call me. And I say, I'm going to creep up back everybody and dash them back in the UIC. And run this thing like it's supposed to be run. Because it's not running good, Mr. Patterson. You create this stuff, but you need help. Alright? People, want to think about what I say. I look around because some of them might have beat me too, you know. Say, because Carlos, you want to say the best thing. What you talk about, Mr. Patterson? No, I'm not blame Mr. Patterson with this and that. And I talk about say, Mr. Patterson not too busy right now to take on this stuff here. He's too busy. So I say, since you're too busy, Mr. Patterson, and Jamaica need fire. Especially what I'm going now, Mr. Patterson, now the right time. Strike the hammer while the iron is hot. I don't like me to tell you, Mr. Patterson. Some of them probably have beat me and say, Carlos, what you say, man? But people, You know me that, and I look at video me do for the UIC, you know. I praise them, you know. The UIC, they know them have a blogger in me, you know. Them had me, you know. They got it good enough, people. Free advertisement out on my page every day, you know. That me up on Facebook and raise hell, you know, every day, you know. For the UIC, you know. All stuff that have nothing to do with no politics, me interject the UIC night, you know. They got me good, you know. They got it good, you know. It was going good, you know. They end up on Wayne Lonesome, they end up on Soul Flow. They end up on my virgin Unstoppable. Brother, they got it good, you know. But I don't know what happened, man. But guess what? We can't get it back. We can get back the momentum, Mr. Patty, so we can get it back. Under one condition. Kindly volunteer to step down, not bring it to a vote, because they're not going to vote against you. Trust me. Find a good, solid leader among us. Even one of the ones that step up, Mr. Patterson. You could call any one of them, however, any one of them guys qualified to be a leader. You know that. Any one of them people, one of the females, any one of them qualified to be a leader. You know that. And with you in the back seat, a direct help out. Party will be alright. But under this, what going Mr. Patterson? It's a drought. Now I'm gonna make it. I love you guys. Tell me what you think in the comment section. If Mr. Patterson ever said that tomorrow, people, for all of you will jump off of the UIC. What was your problem with the UIC? Make you left the UIC. For anybody who was interested in the UIC and the lost interest, what was your problem? Why did you lose interest? What issue you found out with the UIC? Put it in the comment section. Joseph, I can read it, you know. Oh, yeah. People are going to send it to him. People from the UIC is right on my page also. They're my friend on my page. And my family member, them say away. They're going to see it and going to send it to the boss. Tell me what is the problem you have with the UIC. Who was the problem? Put it in the comment section. Was it Howard? Was it Tommy? Was it the policy of the UIC? Was it Joseph Patterson? Was it Marvin Edgar? Who was the problem? Why did you quit the UIC? Put it right there. How we need to fix stuff if we need to fix stuff back. Come to Jesus moment. Come on. Come on, if you look for yourself in a couple people, nobody now come. People, nobody now come help you. We need grassroots movement like the UIC. That is grassroots movement. It does take grassroots people, not the big people funded by the PSOJ. You hear Joseph always talk about that. The man is right. Those people control the movements of how things go in Jamaica. Big time. Where you hear Joseph Patterson always talk about these things. The man is right. But the message now go out there because people lost interest in the UIC. People normally used to share this stuff and do this stuff. They not do it no more. So what was your problem with the UIC right there? Put it in the comment section. Put it in the comment section. We want to see. Douglas said, I heard for myself that man needs to check himself. We don't need another conjure hopeless in Parliament. Natalie Mullings, fear. Millicent Spencer, you can't wrong and strong. You can't tell people you are this and that, where you're educated and it's not traceable. We can't find some of these information you shared. Okay. Millicent Spence, well taken. Patricia Matthews, Jamaica need to obtain to its greatness, but this current government must go. La la li, la li. I agree, family. So, more to understand what is the problem with the UIC, put in the comment section. Thank you so much, good Mel. Thank you for the contribution, family. I appreciate it. Augustus Walters, we can start new party. Jamaica needs leadership. Mr. Ratigan would be a good leader. That's true. I thought Marvin was working on a new party. Yeah, that's true. But the new party, them can merge together, you know. Yeah, man, the party need to come together for the better good of Jamaica also. They could do that. They could merge together in a one force for the country because they might work for the same thing. The better mentality, good constitution, similar stuff. But it's only one problem. It's one problem. It's not that they can merge together. UIC already out there, have the louder voice. Why not merge together for the better good? People know the UIC, but they don't want a good, they want a couple more engine on that. The UIC both strong, you know, but they want engine. All right. That's how I see it. Otherwise, another party come up and bust out with them there. We are talking about another time for waste right now. Somebody say, the problem is I have nothing was happening, a lot of talk and no action. Fear? Mr. Patterson never did a techno talk, not even from you. You were giving him some good idea. Thank you, Shop Boss. So, LOL, he want to let it know that he's the founder and leader. Him not having anyone to do it. He's always going to be the founder. No disrespect. I mean, just make somebody else drive it. Love you, Carlos. You're no nonsense man. If everyone in Jamaica was like you, Jamaica would be a better place to live and thrive. Bless up for that family. No better earn, no better. Michelle got to say you hit the nail on the head. So Peter Flynn, you have forgotten about our roots and culture. We think like we are not Africans. The Prime Minister has some serious agendas up their sleeves. We must by any means necessary. People gather now. Millie says wishful thinking, Carlos. You have to be optimistic, family. You can't just, everything is hell. You got to at least have some positive thoughts, right? I don't know wrong with that, sister. Millie said, not true. You know, it's wishful thinking still, but nothing wrong with that. Unity, strength. And if we're going to take on these two parties that is funded by these rich people and have some money powerhouse, we have to come good and vote them out good at a margin where there will be no error. Vote them out large. You think a joke can make? You have to vote them out good. 68% of the country never vote, So, I mean, why? I wish UIC was going out there with a message to go tell these people. That's why I know say party need help, man. Both parties take us for granted. We do need a strong alternative to JLPNP. The UIC don't have stamina. We need a life that has value. How much money we owe America? How can a country fight with its people when there's spiritual warfare wherever we return? Wow, I don't lie. Peter Flynn said that. You're right, family. You're right. Man said the UIC don't have stamina. Me not lie, you now stamina there, man. You cannot win from a room, you know, work like that. So Mark and Andrew, they're all over the place and I go all over the place. Me know one man tell me so no money for this, that and the other. We can't get over this. Give somebody else, make them figure it out how we can get people on the road. So give somebody else another thing. So Tell me to get a comment section, people. We got to go here. If it is the first time on my page and you like what we're doing, go ahead and subscribe. You don't want to do it now, you can always come back later, come do that. Yeah. You know, and see, if you know, like how I say on the page, don't come over here, come start no trouble. Just click the button and find another page. Simple. Nobody stay where you say your blood a boil, you get mad at me. And we have to go back and forth. Yeah, you know, raise up your heart rate for nothing. Just find another page. So me, you don't have to quarrel, man. You know, and you are the people in the comment section that tangle up and all them things and cuss. We don't want that over here, people. People, we have family over here, so be nice to each other. We are telling us as often as possible. I don't want my page turn out like other vloggers' page when we see people cuss out people, call people name in the comment section. When we're supposed to over here as a group of people and they go and go through a reason. We don't want that on my page, no people. I beg you no. Keep yourself nice over here and decent. I want tambourine switch phone, you see. And the 2x4 me I use so no man. That tambourine switch that soak me in the oil. Engine oil. People, all I tell you, man. People, me not a problem with. We can't fix Joseph. Joseph, I don't know, criminal. The criminal them in the office where I vote for year after year after year. They prove themselves to be criminal. Me can't call Mark criminal. And me can't call Joseph criminal. Me cannot call Mark Golden thief. Me can't call Joseph thief. But me have other people who can call thief for proving themselves to come in the office. It's called doggery. They never get a chance yet. All I want Joseph practice if you do. If you listen to me, Joseph, me go start up the old trainer. Me ready for jumps. You have a supporter in me. This is not about my personal feelings about how I feel about you, Mr. Patterson. You know me, you talk since that several times. I mean, how the hell I haven't to put nobody now. I mean, I want no grudges. And this is more than just me and my personal feelings. It's about the nation, the future. You. It's not about me and my thin skinned feeling. No, it's about bigger picture than me. So I am willing to join the UIC under one condition, like everybody else. We're left. I just step down. Make her bring the fire back. Make her hold Baba Tunde. We have no time for let go nobody. Bring back Baba Tunde. Bring back Baba Tunde. I want the best thing for the UIC. Don't start that the war again with Baba Tunde over there, so. Then Baba Tunde come on social media again, go start the old nonsense again, boss. Do what you have to do to reason with Baba Tunde. In my heart, Baba Tunde is a good man. I reason with him several times. Bring back Baba Tunde, man. Whatever it is, man. Can't afford to lose one more candidate. They go on another social media platform. Come on, man. Look on, people. See you guys later. Peace out.